Bum, bum, bum. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. What it be? What it do? It's your boy Keen Decker as well as Joshua Sherwin. We're going to be casting the Lolmidwest games tonight for the finals, perhaps even grand finals. Well, I mean, technically this is the grand finals, but it has the potential. This is a double elimination finals. So if the losers bracket team, aka Sad Jellyfish, makes a run and wins the first series, we will be getting into a series 2. But we will see how this goes. Give me 1 second. I gotta post the stream. They are already going into draft. Okay. I will comment on draft in just a second because I gotta post my live stream first. So good luck with that, boys. Plus, it's SKT versus JDG, so I don't really know which either one of these teams are, anyways. So,
okay, so
this is whose league is it, anyways? Where the picks don't matter, and
we got Yon ban, Ari ban, a Hecarim ban, and a Pike ban so far. I want to say T1 is Zach's team because it's on the right hand side and it's red, and they are on the red side on team 2. So I'm going to assume it's that. So it's going to be Sad Jellyfish is JDG and Sasageyo is T1. And from Sad Jellyfish, we have the Yon and Ari. And Fizz. Okay. They like they know something I don't. And there's a J4 band. J4 super strong pick right now, by the way.
big strong.
I don't think I've seen many Orianas, if I recall correctly. In these games, and I don't know why, because that champion is so fucking busted right now.
Nah, Daddy Andy plays a ridiculous amount of Ori as like his pocket pick, and it's very good right now.
Like, that is first pickable.
How's it going here, Wiz? Let's go. It's the man Keen, SKT, baby. T1? All right, let's see what we got. So yeah, the Maokai first pick here, which has been used a lot in this rec league as a flex pick. Honestly, it's very flex pickable. However, there is one role that it just is miles head over heels better than the rest of them for Maokai. So I feel like a lot of the times, like I've said before, when it gets into these flex role positions, it does worse for the team sometimes than for better. But we will see where it ends up lining, or if they're even going to be using it as a flex pick. Maybe they're just going to actually unlock it into jungle here. And we got the right off the bat Bard Xayah, which I actually really, I like that a lot. Already you see like the Maokai, which is there to set up and delay objectives. Bard does the same thing on the opposite side. So if Maokai is throwing his ulti out, Bard has the opportunity to delay objectives, buy time for his team, get into favorable fights for themselves if the Bard ultis are positioned properly, which these teams are going to be fighting over objectives a lot. So the Bard, pretty clutch pick. We get
Yoda's
an answer.
been Carrier.
Yeah. We get the answer with the Thresh hovering Ezreal.
And it is confirmed. That is... I mean, Thresh can be good if they have, like, a non-mobile mid laner, or even, like, a non-mobile top laner that's going to be kind of a carry. Because Ezreal's really good at keeping himself safe. Ezreal feels like a little bit of an overkill.
I feel like this is an interesting start to the draft because I feel like there's other things that could have been prioritized, maybe. I just feel like Ezreal, you want to be able to see a little bit more of the team. And they didn't even ban out the Kled. They said, hey, you can have Kled this series. They banned out Ari, which was totally understandable, the Yon and the Fizz. So they really doubled down on these mid bans. This looks like they want the Orianna. I wonder if they will ban it out on the side of Sasageyo.
We're going to find out how deep this Tai T champion pool is this game. With probably 5 bans coming right for him in the mid lane.
Yeah, we already got the Silas as well in the second half. Sorry,
wait,
I know you guys
just
can't see
playing
this,
Orianna. Unless they pick it. They have the chance to pick Orianna on JDG. Sad Jellyfish.
Yeah, and it's Daddy Andy's like kind of undeniably his best pick.
Nar?
But they're just
Oh
gonna
wait, sorry.
they're gonna ban out Nar from Dippy
Yep.
instead. Dippy definitely had some pretty proficient on the champion. Doesn't want to deal with the Gnar as Kled, which is pretty understandable. Kled is you know, he likes to be able to stick on melee champions, short range champions, drag them back in.
Lilia.
And the Lilia ban, that is towards jungle, but I actually don't think I've seen a single Lilia game from um from Frozen this entire season. Not that I know, at least. Why they banned 3 of Tai T's champs? I'm assuming because they want to have a good counter into it, a good you know, matchup. Makes sense. And we get the Trundle. Okay, so Trundle, this kind of late into the draft, I think is a pretty decent pick, but we're gonna see what they pick in response to it. If they can get some like really, really heavy, the Camille into the Kled and the Oriana locked in for Daddy Andy. I'm really interested as to why they didn't ban out the Oriana, because I feel like it's just so good, but they seem like they have the answer to deal with it. They seem like they really had something in the pocket here, and is it gonna be the Talia? Because they banned out 2 top champions for Retro Genesis once they locked in this Kled. They want to be able to get him a comfortable enough matchup. And to be fair, I actually don't really know how the Kled Camille matchup goes very well. I want to say that it's a pretty decent matchup for Camille, because Camille has a lot of added safety in this matchup. Hey, it's me. What's up, Pawn? Spend 3 bans on him must be a threat. I would think so. I would think if they've made it this far that he has to stand a threat. I would hope so, at least. But we got all the picks locked in here. The last one is the Swain mid lane, which, okay, so I'm going to be perfectly honest with you. I really like Sasageyo's draft. I think that their draft is actually very good into, sad Jellyfish. I just see JDG versus T1 here. Brother. I think that the Bard is a great answer to the Maokai. Great answer into objective play. Xayah, incredibly safe. Camille's going to be hopping on her, and it's going to suck. Realistically, it's going to suck. But, you know, Talia has the ability... Sorry, Xayah has the... I don't know why I'm saying Talia. Xayah has the ability to drop her ulti, avoid Oriana ults. You know, is very, very safe. Kind of the best that you can ask for in this situation. Then we have a lot of comfort as well from top lane here on the Kled. Client bugged. Yes, sir.
Does Xayah ultimate cancel Camille ulti if she does it at the right time?
No, I don't believe so. No, I don't think so. I think if Camille has the ability to ever click on her, that it still hops down, but the Xayah ulti does it right after. Let's see. But yeah, Retro did get his Kled, his signature pick. He puts the most hours into this champion. He has hundreds and hundreds and hundreds, I mean, maybe even thousands of games on this champion. He plays Kled religiously. So a lot of comfort. I will say I think the Camille stands a pretty good chance into it, and Dippy is a pretty phenomenal top laner. So I would say I would give that matchup over to the side of Sasageyo, or sorry, side Jellyfish. But then you have like the Swain to round things out, and I just feel like if they can manage to stay alive in these lanes, which Xayah Bard, it's going to be a lot of like Bard traveling around. Xayah just needs to be able to stay safe in lane. They need to be able to find some kind of advantage for themselves. It's probably not going to be top lane. It could be, because Camille might be able to be, might look to be a little bit aggressive. But then you have like the Swain Oriana lane, and realistically, not a lot should happen in that lane. We'll see how dead on, I guess, Swain is with his grams, which I mean it's Thai T, so I'm assuming he's got to be pretty good with it. But if Swain is able to get some grabs in, that's definitely a lane they can look at. Orianna's pretty immobile. However, they're mostly just looking to stay alive in this early game. Because their team fight later on, I have to give it to Sasageyo. I think that they have a lot of answers into this kind of pre-built team fight from Sat Jellyfish. Very traditional team fight. And looks like all the picks are actually coming through this time. Nice. Hovers Akali, bruh. Bruh.
It's because that was the matchup.
Man, this is such a nice day. It's a beautiful day. Also, I forgot that I'm wearing this rag of a t-shirt. Yeah, I forgot that I'm wearing literally a homeless, man's t-shirt, but it's okay.
It covers the important bits.
Yeah, it's true. Covers the ones that won't get me kicked off YouTube. Covers my toddies.
I don't know. I guess I'm still just kind of flabbergasted that the Orianna pick was let through.
Yeah,
Because, like, I feel like, like, Maokai's, a good enough ball delivery. Camille also can work as a ball delivery. I mean, even Thresh, if he lands a hook, you throw it right on him, he goes right in the middle. Like, it's an automatic hit.
They really wanted Kled to just be comfortable because, like, this is undeniably Retro's best champion. So they definitely, what this shows to me is they're like, hey, we got Kled. We're picking it. We're going to play strong side. We want to have a favorable matchup for him. But they got Camille. Like, I don't see it in the fact that, like, you could have got rid of that Orianna, right? Like, you could have denied that.
And maybe this wasn't the idea going into it, but they picked Bard, who's already a roaming champion. Swain is, like, just a decent champion across the board, has a lot of sustain, has a lot of, like, innate tankiness. He's not going to become super tank, but he's got innate tankiness.
Mm-hmm.
You can have Bard and Trundle roam mid, try and keep the Orianna down, get the Swain ahead.
Yep.
Maybe you're favoring topside or mid topside as Trundle this game to try and make sure the Kled gets the lead that that he can carry with. And then get the Swain ahead of the Orianna just to keep the Orianna down. Meanwhile, Xayah is safe enough, at least post 6. They might be able to stay bot lane, but, like, with the Thresh there, that's still, like, probably not ideal, but that might be what they're looking for.
I will say, also, this is a pretty good game for Ezreal. I was kind of surprised because they picked Ezreal pretty early in the draft in the first phase. And they don't really have a lot to deny Ezreal. So, like, Ezreal has quite a few targets to do good, hefty damage to. The real win condition, I think, on the side of Sasageyo is Swain. Like, if Swain gets ahead, it becomes very hard for Ezreal to poke him out and deliver that DPS into him. Same with, like, Camille's got to get past him. Maokai's got to get past him. He just blocks a lot and stops. He zones Orianna. So, like, yeah, I really do think that this Swain needs to be able to get big. So like you said, yeah, if they look mid, I think it's a pretty good opportunity.
Also, I'll pay you, Marble Wiz. You just name your price. And I mean, like, I feel like it's, like, easy for me to say too. And I mean, like, because we played with Minus, and, like, I've been his support in the last rec league, and he is just kind of a guy you can kind of leave alone, and he'll be fine. And then he's like the berserker, honestly. He's by himself in mid and bot lane, and then he just shows up at team fights.
I don't know. Chat, do you know if this is the same jungle as they had? There was this a regular jungle from last week? Jelly's easy win. Cause yeah, it's always a different name. Chat, I literally don't. I don't know. I just don't know. People use different names. People use different accounts. I'll just never know. So it's hard to say. Hard for me to really give much of a read on the jungle matchup here. I will say that Frozen he's a great jungle. He knows how to really, especially on this Trundle pick, he knows how to get a lot of priority. He knows how to, and he's played a lot of Maokai as well. So I'm assuming he's got to feel pretty comfortable in this matchup.
Did said Jellyfish change another position?
What's that?
There's two names on the said Jellyfish roster that I don't recognize.
Oh, really? No. This is the regular roster. I just don't recognize.
I don't recognize. Well, I don't know who Eclipse or Navi's is. Barty's not even on this list.
Huh?
Like Barty's been here the whole time. The said Jellyfish's battle pie. Gotcha. Isn't showing Barty or Rook Thought Fake 299.
Where is the bald caster? He, he's gone. He was replaced with an extremely handsome caster.
I mean, it could just be another person like Soup, where they just change their name every 5 days.
True. Very true. All right, we have a traditional 5-man fan out. Like I was saying before, though, I do think that Trundle has a very nice time into Maokai if he meets him in the jungle. Maokai extremely devious with just throwing saplings and bushes and making it kind of annoying to have to approach. But heard Barty is insane at Ezreal. Is that funny? Ay, bruh.
Well, my client just crashed, so that's a good sign.
That's always a great sign. Getting some early vision out here. Tai T in a little bit of a crossfire between 3 members. Taking a little bit of damage. Not really that much, though. Not enough to really stick that badly. And each of these junglers, as we've seen a lot, both of them starting blue here. Daddy Andy doing a good job just using this ball command to try to zone out Swain early, because you have to. It's just, it is a necessity in the early levels. That is like one of the only times you will ever be able to just outright harass Swain, is in these first couple of levels. So landing all these Qs is pretty important. The stacking auto attack damage from Daddy Andy too is pretty big. So he's gonna zone him off a couple of creeps here.
Also, forgive me for being hungry and making food because I wasn't able to before we got on here.
Forgive him! Retro Genesis getting poked out a little bit, and just keep in mind also that on Dippy we do have Ignite Teleport, so we have a lot of offensive capabilities coming into this, and you just see how aggressive Camille gets to be right off the bat in this matchup.
I'll say it seems like a
Frozen Ace getting collapsed on. Oh no. And
no cryo anywhere.
That is tragic. Frozen Ace invading on a red buff that had a trinket on it. That is I don't even know who put that trinket there. That was just really good value. Barty getting really offensive here. Does the arcane shift forward? Are they actually gonna be able to secure the kill? No, Yodacam gets his way out. The recall on the feathers is not gonna hit anybody. Right. A lot of action already here.
Oh, they're looking. Ooh,
dash forward, but a really nice counter on the barbecue. Oh. The feathers come back. Marcuti, does he have a Q? Boots minus back in, but he does have a flash to get himself out, and both of them are going to live. What a beautiful Bard Q from Yodacam just to stay alive here. And they're not done. They see Ezreal recalling. Wow! He gets it! What a greedy recall there! The Bard Q connects, and now they're in a little bit of an interesting position.
Oh!
Oh,
no,
fancy,
they're not. They're fine.
Fancy feet here are gonna keep them alive.
unbelievable. That was. Ooh, and there you got a big gank here.
Daddy Andy having to flash away. The stacking slows from the red buff and Q's is going to be just enough to be able to get this kill almost under tower.
Look, I just want to say I am impressed by... Even though Daddy Andy died there, they knew how far away they could be before they like flash that Q, right? Like, they weren't right on top of it. They were, like, right next to it. They were far away and knew the flash distance well enough to just jump the pillar. And I don't know. Like, little things like that are really impressive.
And that's a blue buff on the sway in this early into lane. It's pretty rough. They did get the kill early on Orianna, but, yeah.
I'm not sure what happened last top wave, but Dippy had a wave stacked on him pretty big.
Does have a wave stacked on him, but he's going to be able to clean up most of this here. Pretty happy. And now it kind of has it frozen should he wants it, or maybe he wants a recall. I can't really tell yet. Looks like he's trying to work the wave. Forces TP.
And I do kind of like this from Barty and Marcuti, even though that play went bad, they're still playing up.
Ooh, Barty scouted out on this ward here. Go back down bot. I need to see this. We ain't done down here. Barty is face checking, trying to get vision for their bot lane. The portal comes through. The speed up from Daddy Andy is just enough to avoid. Oh, wow. That was insane. Dippy taking a little engage into Retro Genesis here, dashing forward. He gets him off the mount here. Is it going to be enough damage? Dippy taking a lot of trade damage here. Does have to teleport. And that's really all that matters for him right here.
Man, I don't know what it is. There's something about the top laners this rec season that I am
so
absolutely just like, yeah. Like, I love Retro, Servaday, and like this is the first time that I've seen Dippy. I'm not saying that, you know, they haven't been in the rec league, but they got a huge fight actually coming in the mid lane. There's the Orianna ulti on two.
Beautiful Orianna ulti, but a massive counter engage from Red here. The cavalry has arrived. Marcuti gets a nice dash back. Zodicam actually going to survive through this. Man, he just lives with 1 HP one more time, but finally, it's just enough to take him down.
You know, the story so far is Sad Jellyfish being one auto away.
Yeah, one auto away, one teammate away. It is the battle of ones for Sad Jellyfish right now, and we're all tied up, all things considered. That first Infernal Dragon, though, does give a lot of value, so something to keep in mind. Some great vision, just something to keep in mind as well here from Sasageyo. Just take a look at where their vision is and how kind of deprived of vision Sad Jellyfish has been here. Frozen taking quite a bit of damage. He is only level 4. However, they do manage to hit him with the pillar. Retro hops off the mount. Now Ruck is here. I don't think he has enough damage to be able to secure this. And they're just a little bit too late on these counter engages. Well timed from the side of Frozen Ace and Retro Genesis here.
Frozen Ace says, like, fine, I'll give you the kill at red buff. You know, you guys had a good play. Now watch me absolutely ruin your top laner. Ooh, Minus has to blow the ulti here. But, like, that's the thing, right? That was literally what I said. Xayah can be left alone in the bot lane.
Yeah,
you know, maybe they have to blow their ultimate to stay safe, but even still. But at the same time, that does mean that Minus is without an ultimate at the moment, so they'll probably play around that. Close.
Almost connected that Q, too. Almost threaded that. Nice Ezreal ulti just to get a lot of damage onto Minus here. It becomes a little bit more difficult each of these times he gets chunked out to be able to stay in lane. A lot of pressure.
Okay, probably looking to come around here, but they, once again, warded up. They
don't know if he's coming. Very well warded.
And there's level 6 for Trundle. That's huge.
Yeah, this is big, especially once we get to around to this
Ooh,
next
Retro's looking.
dragon becomes pretty hard to fight. Yoda-Cam running interference here. We even have Swain trying to help out. He's getting hopped in on, and he does manage to get himself away. Dippy going for the all-in here. He's just out of range of the tower. Beautiful positioning from that Camille ulti.
And they do get the blue buff, and it looks like Trundle might be getting the Herald here.
Yep. Get the trade from Trundle here. Camille is going to take the back of the tower. Knows better than probably stick around here trying to get these plates. All right. And something to keep in... Ooh, hold on!
Oh,
the Xayah ulti, is it up, is it up? No, it's still down! He's ticking down! Barney flashes forward with the Q!
Wow. Great play from Mark Cutie there.
Both these bot lanes came to play, let me tell you. Like, jeez. One thing that I have noticed is a little lack of just respect in terms of what might be warded, what might not be warded this game. Hold that thought. We have Retro Genesis hopping in on Marcuti, gets the flay backwards, but is it going to be enough? They managed to grab Frozen Ace. He's taking away. Marcuti ends up living. The red buff doesn't take him down. Tai T is able to take a lot of damage here. They do have to be a little bit careful. They do manage to pop the ulti from Swain right away, and it is just gone. Ooh! Oriana pulls back! Now they should have the damage to be able to pop him! And Tai T goes down. Just a scrappy fight from both of these teams. Yeah, Marcuti, Marcuti is really killing it with these flays. There's been quite a few occasions that, like, these flays have kind of had make or break implications to him and performed really, really well. Right. Let's see where our gold is sitting. Hold on.
Ooh,
-2 coins. He does have ulti here. Goes for the pullback, but Ezreal is already behind him. And just unfortunate positioning. It does go over to Marcuti, so that is the silver lining, but... Alright, let's see what Retro can do here. He doesn't have ulti available. Cannot hop out of the Camille ulti, but does get over the wall here. Is he going to be able to remount? He has to be really, really aggressive in this situation. It's not going to be enough.
But that is 2 ultimates, so hopefully, you know.
Yeah, 2 ultimates for, we got Dragon, it's already up. Marcuti's waiting off in the wings.
Ooh!
And that's not where you want to be, Daddy Andy. He goes down.
That's huge before the Drake comes up. But, and then again, the bot lane, ooh.
Taking a lot of dragon damage
here.
here.
At the very last pick.
Yeah, and they are prepared here. They're 5 man like already. Yep. Nice TP from Retro just to make sure that there's absolutely nothing that they can do. Camille's gonna take her back here, which is actually kind of interesting to me. I wonder what she's picking up.
Didn't this happen the last time they faced each other? That it was just like who just throws the last time? It's like an incredible back and forth of just like one team catching the other. Yeah. Until finally it
just turned into a massive lead for one side or the other. Marcuti here under tower trying to defend it from this Rift Herald. Ooh! Dippy is here, and Dippy is very scary. A lot of gold on this champion here. This Camille is going to be a massive problem. But just look across the other side here already with Tai T. Tai T is kind of killing it on the Swain. Already 4-1, and like I said, gonna be a big win condition. But if we're talking win conditions, what's that?
And the Camille does have the most gold in the game right now.
Yeah, Camille does have the most gold in the game. Barty's not even far behind. Like, and Camille's a big win condition. Like, if Camille gets big, she can really run this game. A missed flay from Marcuti. They have enough damage to actually connect here. Beautiful stun from Yoda Camp, but there's just nowhere to run under the tower. Ooh, the minions. Oh, Swain gets it. and is now on a killing spree.
I'll say they are real putting that focus on the bot lane. Dippy here go in the mid lane though.
Yeah, Dippy, if there's anybody that can deal with this Swain, you're looking at the champion right here. However, they have to be able to hop on. Tai T playing really, really well around his tower. Flashes forward.
Flashes towards him.
Hops on Dippy, a beautiful play forward! Just to make sure Dippy stays alive here. And my God, Marcutie.
Imagine the confidence it takes to be down 2 levels on somebody and flash at them. Like, Tai T does not give a fuck about you, your level difference, and your power, and your gold.
We got a collapse looking down on Daddy Andy here. They hit it on the tower already. Sombrero ulti comes through.
Ulti.
But, yeah, there's not enough HP in the world to be able to keep you safe from that.
It's all about the Goon Squad, baby.
Right. Next objective is this Rift Herald up in 30 seconds. They're looking to... Well, they did hop off this wave, so we'll see who ends up kind of securing this one. They're just looking to get this bot lane tower.
Yeah, get that tower gold. Oh wow, they're on Maokai here. There's the lantern.
Nice,
Yeah,
well played, well played. Guys, chill. I think it's a misunderstanding. Yes, at least be civil. That is all I ask.
Ooh, good dash.
I don't mind shit talk, but be civil. Because if you're not civil, I'll turn off the stream.
And then nobody has fun.
Nobody enjoys. All right, let's see what we're working with here. We got Rift Herald up on the map. Barty chunking out Bard, but this is a little bit of a bait from Yodacam. I mean, he can stay alive really long here, just run away. It's all about keeping them away from this objective.
Let's see, he's still waiting on that. Bard's still waiting on that item. They're mythic there. Hopefully that's what they're backing for right now. Yes, it is. Okay, they got their locket of the Iron Salami.
And looks like this is going to be a pretty easy secure for Sad Jellyfish. They're already pinging out this lower jungle. They're trying to get vision just to prep this dragon. You can already tell that they are just they're moving right into this jungle, making it impossible for them to move in afterwards. And that's 3 dragons already stacking or looking to be stacked for the side of Sasageyo, which is pretty dangerous. Tight.
Already getting a little
Getting a little handsy with Swain, and right.
Let's see how they play it.
Yep, here we go.
Who's got the better 5-5? Who's got the hands?
Well, I'll tell you right now, they have the better vision on the side of Sasageyo right now. They're just doing a really, really beautiful job of just finding their ins and knowing what they can get on the map. There's no... One thing I am interested in is there was no fighting over this vision, though. They had kind of pure vision advantage, and they gave it up. That is interesting to me. I know Tai T wasn't really there yet, but that
just kind of backed out of the river and just conceded the whole thing.
Yeah. Right. Blue starting up this dragon, trying to force their hand, which is very smart here. Barty is low on mana, something to keep in mind. Marcutie landing a beautiful hook here as ulti comes through. Yodacam's already dead, and Trundle is chunked down. They should just have a free dragon here if they can kill Tai T, but it all comes down to whether they can actually kill Tai T or not. Stopwatch comes through. Flash, flay, forward.
Here's the ulti.
Oh.
I didn't even see where Retro was.
Yeah, I didn't even get to see what happened. Like,
yeah,
I know Retro was off on the side in mid lane, but jeez.
Holy crap!
Nice Bard ulti to keep this tower safe. Dippy don't give a fuck. Dippy don't give a heck or a darn.
I don't know that anybody's gonna be able to make it down there in time, but ooh, nope.
Yeah, good attempts, good attempts. And a 3K gold lead for the side of Sad Jellyfish. Showing why they were so strong coming out of this loser's bracket. Wait, they do get to trade out this mid lane's not even. Dang. They might be able to. They do have a cannon wave. Barty does throw out the ulti here. And, yeah. Let's see what we're looking at for gold here. Dippy with a decently sized lead over his top lane counterpart here. And for the most part, jeez. Yeah, I mean, look at this Ezreal. This Ezreal's grabbing money across the map like crazy. 6 and 2 at this point.
Laner, yeah, that'll do it.
That's pretty scary. I will say that Ezreal, like 2-3 item power spike is just kind of where he shines. He stays relevant pretty much through the entire game. Does fall off a little bit towards the end in terms of damage.
Ooh, hook lands a Tai T. I don't know if that's the one you want to hook though.
Yeah, a little bit of a rough place to have to stay. They do.
Oh, Orianna.
From Orianna, something important to note is they did force that ulti off the Swain, though. So as long as they stay healthy here, which they most certainly are.
Yoda does have ultimate, so he can stall this Baron out.
Yep.
Maybe grab a couple other people at the same time. We'll see.
Retro Genesis does have TP here. He's going to have to start channeling it in a second, though. Like, he needs to be here. He needs to be here right now. Frozen is here, but he does not have the smite to be able to outsmite just the massive amount of nuke that came through.
Yeah, I was say I'm kind of surprised that they didn't try to do anything with like the Bard ulti to try and just stall it there, because you have Retro in the bot lane. You can let him keep pushing. You use the Bard ulti to keep them all on Baron. Let Retro keep pushing and try and get as much as he can down there, and then maybe you even do get the steal. Ooh, Daddy Andy gets stunned up.
Yep, Daddy Andy does get stunned up here, and they didn't even have the damage between the two of them to realistically be able to kill.
Ooh,
now we have Retro
right
Genesis coming on in.
Yes.
Oh god, a beautiful Orianna counter ulti, but it's not going to trade anything out.
Ooh, wait, did they get Yoda? Nope.
Oh god, what were you saying before? That was a really good point. Yeah, they had that Bard ulti available to them.
Yep.
Bard ulti was available. Retro Genesis had a really, really solid push. They needed to be able to dedicate to one or the other. It's either A, we want to be able to fight them right here, right now, and then take the Baron afterwards, which they were in a position to do so if Retro teleported, or it's a, hey, we're looking to delay this so we can pressure bot lane and get Retro some damage on this tower. And it looked like they went with option B, but they didn't dedicate it fully. I don't know.
Yeah, and I mean, like, it's sure, and I mean, not for nothing, they did end up getting value out of the Bard ultimate by, hitting the Orianna to get the Thresh kill and then chase down the Orianna. Even get the Orianna flash, so, like, maybe you could argue what they did with it afterward was more worth, but I still think there's some members that have the Baron buff on Team Sad Jellyfish, so I do not know.
And this dragon is up in 39 seconds. 39 seconds on this Drake. And this is a stacking ocean dragon as well, if it goes over to Sad Jellyfish. They have pretty good vision here. Frozen is having to walk in blind. Ooh, that is brutal.
All that vision they were able to get before. Ooh. Retro Genesis to go and find out.
Yeah, Retro Genesis hopping off mount here. The Bard ulti, it's one. Yep, Barty gets taken out of the fight for just a little bit here.
Minus is getting hit on the backside.
Yeah, Minus getting chunked out. Right on this backside here. Barty doing a lot of damage, but Daddy Andy's already dead in the backline. We got Tai T hopping in on the flank. His ulti is gone. A lot of bleeding health bars on the side of Red. Dippy finally dedicates the ulti for Tai T. They're trying to get everything and anything out of this. There's 3 with maybe 600 HP like all together. And that's going to be another blue dragon.
I gotta say, it's kind of weird for how ahead Swain is, and having a Leandries. It doesn't seem like he's doing a lot of damage.
It's rough because Dippy is just so massive right now that, like, it's this Dippy Barty combo. I feel like if one of them was ahead, it's not that big of a deal. But, like, if two of them are ahead, Barty is poking you out and keeping you from trying to, like, push forward, and Dippy is just, they'll hop right on you. Like, they have so much damage to deal with it.
Yeah, I would say, and I mean, if they can maybe try and get some kills over to tier.
Daddy Andy trying to
have
stop
like your carry to have
Frozen Ace.
things. Wasn't funny. Got that Ezreal ulti.
Did get the Ezreal ulti
Definitely
here.
be back up in 5 seconds.
All right, and on this map we have a. We actually have all the primary towers down.
I don't know if it's because like. I don't know if it's just because of the way that Sasageyo is setting up their team fights. I feel like in a proper team fight, or in like a team fight for them, it should be next to impossible for them to get to minus. Because you have 2 frontliners that literally just want to run at them. You have the Swain that can be like in the middle ground where he'll be a problem. And then you have Bard who can like semi-peel for the Xayah. And also gets tanky all on their own. So it's like... I don't know. I feel like if they, depending on how they play it, like they shouldn't be able to just get to minus.
Oh, Mark Cutie trying to find that prediction. All right, and Baron is up in 54 seconds here. Blue is pinging it out. They're looking to chunk out -2 coins. And they actually dedicate the Maokai ulti. A beautiful hook and flake combo for Mark Cutie here. Frozen Ace hops away. -2 coins, getting a lot of damage. They did actually get Dippy here. That is so massive. And Orianna is not here and available. Mark Cutie looking like they might actually be the martyr here. Orianna is here now, but is it just way too late? Barty has to be able to stay alive here, and he's just looking to try to get a trade kill.
Holy crap.
Ooh. They're not done?
Andy's... What? Guys? I know you got the Orianna Maokai. Oh, they're bunched up. They're bunched up. It barely takes Tai T, but it's not going to be enough. Ooh.
Some crazy decision-making, actually, from the side of Sad Jellyfish here.
Lands.
Yep, Max range from this Swain Claw. Such an interesting decision there. They had Maokai up. They had Orianna Shockwave up.
Just to recap, shutdown on Dippy goes to Retro, shutdown on Ezreal goes to Frozen, and shutdown on Orianna goes to Tai T. I think it's pretty good.
Yeah, this puts things back to pretty much even. I mean, this is a bad position to be in for Blue.
Oh, they don't have Smite. Oh.
-2 coins dies, but I mean, it's just perhaps a little bit too late. Dippy's gonna be chasing him down. I don't know if Dippy wants the smoke. Dippy does want the smoke.
He wants the smoke. He wants the
Dippy
smoke.
don't give a fuck. Dippy annihilates Yodacam in 1Q here. They are getting Barons off, and Barty is pushing here. But like you said, is it gonna be worth here? They get a little bit of extra gold back on their side. Flay's about to come out here. Ooh, no, just the auto. Hop back over the wall. Not bad. Not too bad.
That was interesting. I would say it is... I don't know. It is interesting. I feel like Dippy needs to understand that they shouldn't be making those kind of plays. Like, you are strong enough to pull these plays off, but your life is not worth it when you're this far ahead and you have that big of a shutdown. Like, imagine, like, if Minus got that shutdown, he's back in the game. Like, right now, it's like, this mid game is...
teetering on a
the
knife's
three other
edge.
members, yeah, like the three, like the top three members, you know, jungle, top, and mid are basically the ones that have to try and carry this mid game right now. If they can get Minus back into it, cool. But it's gonna be the it's gonna be the solo lanes in the jungle show for a little bit here, and just looking for that big, you know, Daddy Andy Orianna ulti that, you know, can change the whole game.
I will say at this point, now that they have this Baron, it becomes pretty hard for Ezreal. Ooh, I mean, this is a little opening for Ezreal to get a lot of damage!
There it is.
Oh, Dippy is just
There
in the
it
back
is.
line, and this is looking like it's coming up daisies. Tai T doing his best just to kill members.
in.
There aren't Barty, but they aren't going to be able to kill them. Oh, and this is just
Retro and
so...
Frozen are just, they're trying.
That is just so brutal. What a beautiful close in.
Guys, you have Baron. Force them to go meet you somewhere.
I was
They
just
wanna get
about to
tricked with
say...
the whole top side.
Yeah, I was just about to say, like, this is the part of the game that it gets a little hard for Ezreal to get his damage off when they have that Baron and they can just barrel it down mid. Force them to have to work towards that and then take the objective. But instead, they push up mid lane, just a little bit past that corridor, and they just walked right into it. It was rough. Definitely rough.
Oh, something. And then there's more gold. It is insane how back and forth this is. And not for nothing, Dippy made sure, like, this is Retro's pick.
Yeah.
And I mean, I don't know what the matchups are for Kled or anything like that, but
I've been waiting so long for this this Kled not to get banned, simply for the fact that I feel like when you have huge pocket picks, especially in the top lane, there's usually going to be an answer into it, right? And when you have somebody like Dippy, who is just very, very good at playing a lot of these aggressive style top laners, they don't need to worry about this pick as much. And they played through that draft really masterfully, and I just have to say, pretty good job. Pretty good job. Smart.
yeah, no, for sure. Good on them. And I mean, they're only getting Oceans, so, you know, now they've put themselves in a position, or Sasageyo has put themselves in a position where they have to fight for this next streak. Like, they don't really get a choice.
Yeah.
If they want to try and sack it for Baron, hopefully they can do a lot with that Baron, but it's just crazy that when you get the Baron, you end up being the one that loses, nice stun, loses out on the gold difference.
It is, I mean, the thing with Sad Jellyfish and their comp.
Ooh, Retro doesn't know that the Maokai's there, though. Frozen's also there. Daddy Andy got
gets
deleted.
However, they are on this Maokai. Oh! Meanwhile, on the backside, Tai T, this is the reality that we have to start to look at, is Dippy just absolutely hopping on and chunking out Tai T with these Qs. Had to use his stopwatch, had to use his ulti. Sorry, his Zhonya's an ulti. But yeah, great pick from Retro. Smart kind of playmaking sitting in that bush. They do overall get that 1 for nothing.
I was worried for a second with the Maokai being there that kill him quick enough.
Yeah. Maokai doing Maokai things, just throwing saplings in his bushes. And this is, in fact, you know, Maokai is doing a decent amount of damage with each of these saplings at this point. The stacking damage that comes from these things is just so ridiculous.
It is funny how Demonic's embrace on any AP tank champion just makes them an absolute animal.
Mm-hmm. And at this point, you're pretty happy to be Sad Jellyfish because, yeah, you got Dippy on the match against Retro Genesis at this point. He just needs to make sure he stays safe, which is what he's doing, and yeah. Oh, interesting.
Mine is finally finishing his 3rd item while Ezreal is trying to finish their 5th.
They're trying to call their bluff a little bit here and just start up this Baron. It's interesting to me because they don't have Prio, and Retrogenesis is here with the ulti just waiting.
They can just do. Look at this. Like, he's not even taking damage. Like, Baron does not damage Maokai.
Yeah.
He can just sit here and do this all day. I mean, he'll run out of mana eventually, but...
The only thing I was initially worried about is that Dippy didn't have the push as of yet, but now he does pull Retrogenesis down here, and this is a good spot for them to just start to look at he's soloing this Baron, and he is alone on it.
Ooh, that
taking a lot of damage. Is he gonna be able to stay alive here?
He's on the back line. He's on the back line.
Oh God, Daddy Andy coming in the back line here.
Oh, it's over. It's over. Sick of forking him. It's gone. It's over. Game 1 goes to Sad Jellyfish. Ain't no way. Holy crap. And on the Penta. Sit down. So what do we learn? Do we not? I don't know that we give Dippy this this Camille. Maybe Barty doesn't get to see Ezreal. Maybe next time we take Orianna in first rotation or ban it. I'm just saying.
My goodness. Yeah. Wow. That was that positioning was so it was so nasty. What a naughty like setup. Having Daddy Andy over the wall, having Thresh and Barty just kind of off to the right of Baron, and being able to just keep Maokai alive for that long to bait them into that corridor was so gross. So gross. Ezreal got so much damage off, man. That was just nuts.
Ooh.
We're on to game 2. Oh, I almost clicked no. I ain't coming in here. Game lobby is full. We'll see about in a second.
I had to go to spectate. You're good.
Sure.
All right. So hopefully we learned some lessons.
Yeah, we can review draft here in just a little bit. I'm assuming they're going to be hopping right back into draft here in just a second, since it has the potential for being a long night. Clean Andy art. Yeah, he's very good with Ori. Positions balls really well.
I feel like there was like, I don't think that there was too many moments where I was like, Daddy Eddie was doing like these crazy plays. It was like there was like a couple. There was like one around Drake, and then there was just like that one right at the end, right when you need it. You know what I mean? So it's like, and that's not me trying to rag on him. I'm just saying, like, I didn't really see anything that like clicked in my brain, especially with Tai T. Got super strong, but unfortunately they couldn't get Minus to get going in that game. So.
Yeah, it was rough. They didn't really have as much protection as they probably wanted for the Xayah. It was crazy the amount of picks. Like the way Thresh was playing Marcuti on that Thresh was just so gross. It made it so easy for Camille to hop in the backline and eliminate somebody. It made it so easy for Orianna to set up these massive shockwaves or shock blasts, shockwaves. And yeah, like just really well played together as a team, very slippery. And yeah, like you said, kind of with Tai T getting that big, it should have been a really, really solid mid game for them to just kind of breeze into. But the fact that Dippy got so big on that Camille, those Qs just hurt so bad onto Swain that he was forced to have to ulti in really unfavorable places. And they just let it run out. They were patient, and they were rewarded.
They did what they needed.
Wiz says, I don't know if I like the Bard pick for this game, but it was huge. Camille popped off, but 2 Ori ults won that game. I liked the Bard into their composition. They just didn't utilize it, I think, to its fullest potential. And that's not me flaming, you know what I mean? Everybody makes mistakes in these games. Both of these teams make mistakes. Every single person who has ever played League of Legends makes a mistake. But the
What?
way unacceptable. Faker? Faker makes mistakes. It was just, I think a lot of it came down to that Baron where they decided not to bring Retro in and let him push, but they also didn't want to delay it. And they went for a steal, a 50-50, which was just, it was the worst possible option that they could kind of put themselves in. And yeah, it didn't pan out for him. It was unfortunate. But
Yeah,
we'll see
I mean,
going into this next one.
I mean, I did say too, I don't don't know if there was a ball delivery or what it was for that ending play, but it's like between Maokai, Thresh, and Camille, you'll get the ball in there. I mean, heck, if Ezreal's got an E forward, you can get that bitch in there.
They also gave up Drake pressure. Yep. It was not the Sasageyo that I'm kind of used to seeing right off the bat. Sasageyo performed so well around objectives, and they were doing it this game. Like, you saw it. They were already pinging out vision. It was like second Rift Herald. And they were starting to stack dragons. They're like, we just set up vision on this dragon. It is easy ours. But then they hopped out of the river because Tai T wasn't there quite yet. So they just kind of completely left and let them retake vision. And it let them back in the game. Oh, yeah, and then we just need draft link. But we'll talk about previous game draft in just a little bit. We're just waiting on the next draft link to come through. Actually, maybe we can just talk about it right now.
Yeah, I was assuming you now. I mean, I don't know. They both look like pretty solid drafts. You know, I don't know.
Yeah, I think the defining factors for it was they were able to get favorable matchups in most of their lanes. Like, Bard was massive and pulled off so many plays in that early game, but like, damn, dude, they were so persistent. Persistent. And they put a lot of pressure on Minus, which is exactly what you have to do. Who you guys got on winning Worlds? I think SKT wins Worlds.
Same.
I really do think that they win Worlds this time around.
I'm trying to think of who else is on Weibo. I only know the Shy is on Weibo.
Yeah, Shy.
I mostly want SKT because after watching Carriers play, man, oh man, that was so good.
T1 100%. Yeah, I think I would say it's like a 70-30. I just think that T1 is so good in best of fives.
I can't say 100. I can't say T1 100% if only because Weibo wasn't even supposed to make it this far.
Yeah. Yeah.
And they beat Gen G to get to it, which is
they beat NRG to get to the finals, so let's be honest with ourselves. They're probably taking it away from SKT.
Also, there's a part of me that hopes Weibo wins, so that way it's like, oh, no wonder NRG lost. They lost to the people who were gonna win it.
Yeah, well, that would be great, wouldn't it?
But
guys,
even still,
it's not our fault.
LPL 4th seed facing LCK what, 2nd seed? I don't know what seed T1 is actually.
I think they were 3rd. Maybe they were 2nd.
Are they? Maybe. Oh wait, no, they were probably 3rd because of the injury.
We got ours on draft coming through here.
Wait, but Zeus like absolutely bodied that series. They gave him Aatrox.
Here we are. Drafting
Isn't
Black
it
Dude.
All right, let's see what they learned. What did we learn?
Yeah, I wonder if they give a full switch up to the draft this time around. I wonder if they try to get Minus on something else other than the Xayah. Because they've been able to perform on the Xayah a lot. But it looked like they had a pretty good answer into it this time around.
They really don't like that Hecarim.
Yeah, they banned out the Hecarim. Fizz right off the bat. I feel like they're probably just going to target ban mid again. It worked out really well for them before here. And if they target ban with 3 mid bans here, it kind of puts pressure on them to pick in the first phase for mid lane. We'll see what happens. Yep, there's the Ari ban again. I think they banned out Yone first last time. Yeah. So we'll see if they stick with the Yone ban. I do think that's extremely annoying for Orianna.
These same exact bans. Holy crap.
People can say what they want about Yone not having the greatest of times into Ori, but like I just feel like Orianna or Yone just reaches a point where he just does not care, and it's not that far into the matchup.
Yeah, right. Kind of incredible to see the same bands come out. There we go. There we go.
Right. There's the switch up. They're putting minus on the Ezreal. He's great on this champion. He's very, very slippery. He's gonna have to give a Barty-like performance.
Let's say Barty did kind of absolutely crush it.
Yeah. Let's see. What is the
Kog'Maw? Are they gonna go Kog'Maw Lulu, the EU special?
Brother, we have Kog'Maw in the house. I don't think we've seen Kog'Maw once this rec split.
Nope. This is definitely a first. Ivern, what the fuck is this draft?
I feel like I'm running back to I feel like this is a flashback. We got Ivern Kog'Maw. So so I can see that we're playing for the Kog'Maw. They're like laying it out for them. They're like, okay, listen, this is exactly what we're playing for this entire game. So
why would you first pick Kog'Maw though? Like I know Ezreal is showing, but why would you show your hand that early?
Yeah, I'm interested to see why. I wonder if they have some kind of something in their pocket.
Rel. That is a great choice.
Yeah, Rel's good.
They want shield.
Rel's good because anything that can interrupt Kog'Maw, even if he has 100 shields on him, if he's not firing because he's CC'd, you know, forcing Kog'Maw to take cleanse is not a bad thing. And Aatrox, they hop off the Kled pick, and I don't think the Kled pick was a problem per se.
It just didn't have a fun time in lane.
Yeah, I just think they tried to put too much priority on it. But Aatrox is good.
K-Sante.
You see K Desante being hovered over here. Oh man, this is a beefy protection team.
Please, for the love of everything, somebody just ban Orianna. Like Sasageyo needs to either ban it or take it.
Yeah, I agree.
Like, and it's not even like,
Sorry,
it's not even that it's just like a pocket pick for Daddy Andy, right? Like, it's not that he's good at it. It's not just that he's good at it. It's the fact that like Ori is one of the strongest champs right now, and he's also good at it. Like,
and it's in a protect the Kog'Maw conflict.
Yeah,
it needs to get banned out. There
Thank
it is.
you.
Yeah, nice. Huge,
thank goodness.
And yeah, I was gonna say that Yo needs to get banned out if it's if you know you really want to play the protect the Kog'Maw comp because Yo does have access to the back line later in the game. Better safe than sorry.
Pick Nico. Come on, Nico's the next best pick. Pick it. Nico or Azir.
I'm thinking they're trying to save it for the last pick. I
don't think that's a bad idea. I think saving mid for last is a good idea. Yep. Nothing but shield. Good thing they chose Rel, is all I'm saying.
Oh, man.
I mean, it's going to get real hard to get to the Kog'Maw, though. Hey, what was that thing about CCing Kog'Maw down?
Damn. That's brutal. That's brutal. They gotta get some kind of assassin. Like it's gotta be some kind of back of the line access, instantly pop either bruiser like a Camille, which they can't really do anymore because they already picked the Aatrox. They need some, and I don't think that's the pick. I mean, it can be, but I don't know if that's the pick.
Trying to think of what you would pick mid. I mean, with Emilio being there, Lysindra at least can try and burst down Kog'Maw, but It is
Yeah.
like how is Syndra getting to the Kog'Maw exactly?
This has to be. Oh man, I need a ganking jungle right here. That's what I want to see. I want a heavy ganking jungler. Ooh, they didn't pick. I wonder what the actual pick is. They need to say right here. Oh, it's the Rakan.
Rakan.
Okay, so we do go with Rel jungle.
Yep, which was what I thought it was.
Yeah. Honestly,
I
it's
mean,
not
Rail
bad.
Jungle's really, yeah, it's really good, but I don't know what it pairs up with. And he's just gonna pick the Camille again. Holy crap!
This is bad.
Or is he's just flexing it? Is he just showing Camille to just try and make him shake in his boots a little bit? I don't know how that matchup goes, so I don't know top lane matchups whatsoever. Oh my goodness!
Yeah, because they already had the Cassante locked in.
Yeah, but could be Cassante mid.
True. Oh man. So it's the Rel jungle, which is fine. I mean, it has a lot of setup for CC. Here's the thing though, is their time clock in this early game, these first 10 minutes need to be played perfectly by Team Sasageyo, because this gets really hard.
This game looks hard for both teams. I'm gonna be totally honest.
I think Cassante has an okay time into Aatrox. Aatrox, I feel like, is just pretty happy, brutalizing Cassante's health bar as much as possible. Aatrox is definitely Retro's second best pick here. He's very comfortable, I would say. But yeah, Cassante has a lot of answers into Aatrox too.
I mean, the problem is that you got Kog'Maw, who can actually probably damage Aatrox if he's ahead enough. And if you can make it to the Kog'Maw, you got the Iron Shield you got to go through. You got the Melio Shield you got to go through. If Azir decides they want to hold their ultimate, just specifically peel Kog'Maw off of you, like, he can do that, and it's not even trolling.
I will say one thing. I think Kog'Maw still has to take cleanse here. With the Melio peel, if you have that extra added cleanse, what are they supposed to do with you at that point? Like, Melio already cleared off some CC from you. Rel has a little bit of extra follow-up CC, as well as Syndra stuns. So, like, if you're able to cleanse that on top of it, it's so hard to get to this Kog'Maw. And the thing is Rel's... What do they have on
I mean,
I
do really like the Rakan pick, admittedly.
Yeah, I do
I think the Rakan pick actually does do a lot.
I just worry because they need to stop this Kog'Maw from rolling, and they got to do that early. And having... It's either A, you got to get that CC, or B, you have to get pretty big damage and, out of jungle, which they did get the CC. So if they're able to lock down Kog'Maw, good, and stop him from getting ahead, definitely good, but... God. Yeah. I don't know. If I don't see a Ziggs pick, I'm going to lose it, Keen. Not a single Ziggs to be seen. I've had it. Bowtie has had it. Bowtie has reached his limit.
1, hi Bowtie. 2, I haven't done this in a long time, so just, there you go. And, 3, I unfortunately don't think you're going to be seeing a Ziggs pick.
Also, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the stream. If you're just tuning in here, we have a 1-0 from Team Sad Jellyfish over Sasageyo. We are getting into Game 2 here, into our draft. We got about 3 minutes before we hop into the next game here. If you're enjoying the content, make sure to hit that sub button. If you want to see me and Mr. Sherwin more here, my co-caster. We do a tabletop RPG by the name of Mars Dungeon every single Friday evening at 8 p.m. Eastern. So make sure to check that out. He does indeed. And, yeah, just appreciate you guys hanging out. And if you want to support us, yes, of course, we do have the Patreon. We do this full-time. I grind each and every single day to, try to make that streaming dream come true. So all of your support, not only just in, the views alone is massive. We really appreciate it. We're actually probably after the stream reaching partnership back on YouTube. We'll have our watch hours. So yeah. You good friends with Party? Man, that Ivern pick. I love seeing Ivern. I really do. Ivern's like just one of my favorite junglers to see.
This is gonna be such an interesting. I mean, like, man, can't cleanse Rakan knock up, and like that's kind of the biggest reason why I said that I do like that pick. The Rel pick I think is huge because Rel destroys shields. If nobody gets the either Shadow Flame or I think Serpent's Fang, they're trolling. Like I don't care if you don't want those items. Like it's a full shield comp. Why would you not want to?
Let's see here. What do we think, chat? Do we think we are working towards a reset for another 3-game series after this game, or do we think that we're gonna see a comeback from Sasageyo?
What's it gonna be? Is it wait? Is this is a best out of 5, right?
This is a best of 3, and then if Team Sad Jellyfish wins, it goes to another best of 3. Red side win. All right. I love their comp. I'm not gonna lie, I really, really like that comp. Unless Ezreal gets a lead. That is kind of the deciding factor, right? Because Syndra getting a lead's pretty cool, but like Ezreal being able to get a lead and just out DPS the Kog'Maw and poke through all these shields is gonna be pretty important. Yeah. There's gotta be a lot of bot lane focus for both of these teams, I would think.
I know. I'm just kind of anxious to get it because I'm like, it's one of those things too where like because I've been watching Worlds, my brain's been going like, all right, well, what's like the meta for like these the pro players and what so because like if they're playing the champion, then the champion's gotta be good, right?
Yeah.
And it's like interesting to see like Rel super is getting played a lot, Aatrox getting played a lot, Kassante's getting played a lot, Azir's getting played a lot, and I'm like. They got like 4 of the champions that are being played by, played the most at, the pro level. And then they've got these other picks. And like, obviously, I'm not trying to compare to pros, but it's just like, oh no, Syndra also got picked a couple times. So it was more like an answer to Orianna.
Yeah.
Which didn't seem to handle it very well. So.
He won't be able to ever out DPS a cog. True. I shouldn't say out DPS, but be able to out poke a Kog'Maw because that's what they want to do with their comp here. If they get a lead on the Ezreal just wants to be far away and poke down these health bars before they even have to interact. Because once they get in a full blown fight, if they're all just free firing, definitely Kog'Maw out DPSs, but. Ezreal has the potential to absolutely tear through this team if he gets a lead. Yeah, we'll see how it goes. Either way, we're gonna hop into game in just a couple secs.
We're almost there.
I think WinCon, no lie, is Syndra mid and win game before 30 off that. Yeah, I mean, fair enough. I do think that if Syndra does get a big enough lead, she can pop anybody other than maybe Cassante. But yeah.
Yeah, well, I mean, Cassante is the unpoppable.
Yeah. How long is the delay? Yeah, it's 3-minute delay. All right, chat. Here we go. Game 2, baby.
Let's go.
5-man fan out. Again here. I still gotta say, dude, that I was still hypey about that ward in game 1 for the first blood. That was crazy. Warding their own red. Oh.
See if they learn. See if they're learning.
Jelly 1 draft, in my opinion. I agree. I actually do agree.
Okay, I think I'm about where you're at now. I don't know. Like, this one feels like it's gonna be a hands diff. But if they play as solid as they did in the last game.
Look at how goofy. It's fucking goofy as shit. Ivern is such a goofy man. Look at this motherfucker. He's so goofy. I love him.
Oh, Ivern's pretty great.
Oh, God.
I still remember the first time when he came out and my brain was like, wait a minute, if I put a W down on Caitlyn, she gets her passive quicker. That's right. I was able to discover tech once a long time ago. I don't care how easy it was to figure out. Shut up.
The hidden tech. Chat, once I made a MOBA guide, okay? That's all I'll say.
That's right! Wasn't it Quinn?
Yes, for Quinn. I think I did one for Vayne, too. I had
Holy
way too much
shit.
time on my hands back then. Mark
You had a lot of passion back then.
True. I'm just a dirty old man now.
Alright, nothing crazy so far. Nobody,
Yeah, level 2 is going to go over to Yodacam and -2 coins. Really good. Very, very crucial that they get that level 2 and start zoning them off these creeps.
IT hitting the... I was saying, because, like, this matchup early has to be Syndra favored, right? Like, you can't really imagine Azir has an easy time into Syndra.
I mean, it's one of those things that, like, you don't really have to get crazy close. So, I would definitely say that Taiti's pretty happy in the fact that he can just zone him away from the actual creeps. Ooh, nice. Wow. Daddy Andy came with the toes today. He said, listen, I got the fancy feet, not the fancy feast. Hippie going unstoppable into this Aatrox, just starting to deal some good damage, but a good trade back from Retro.
I don't even know if that... I would say, because I feel like the matchup for this, too, is like his... I believe I played Emilio into Rakan, and you do kind of want to hold on to your Q for if he tries a W, because then you can just kind of stop it if you have, you know, quick enough reaction.
You already see the Ignite coming out from both sides just for the trade. It is definitely a blue-favored trade here, and Frozen is waiting off on the wings.
Yep. And they're pushing the wave. It's not. He knows it's not warded.
And sees the... Oh!
Here he goes. Ooh, gets the flash out of Barty. That's actually kind of huge.
Without even jungle pressure. I don't know if he even... I think he did show, but...
We did it was only for a second, but either way, that was really well played. Good job, Yoda. You got the flash. But, I mean, at the same time, maybe they just assumed because he was Wing in that jungle was near and just wasn't gonna... And just didn't want to take a chance.
Yeah.
Because you kind of lose all your lane pressure. But now they know he doesn't have flash, so...
Oh god, we're setting up the Amazon up in the top lane here. Frozen Ace coming for the repeat gank. They know that Barty doesn't have flash. They're chasing after Mark Cutie instead. Tai-T!
They went for Barty first, but there it is. First blood onto the Ezreal.
Honestly,
right, it's already looking better.
Pretty decent job from Mark Cutie. I don't know if they would have necessarily been able to get right on Barty, but Mark Cutie does kind of take the martyr position there. Jeez.
I don't think I've ever seen that happen. Ooh, here we go. I don't know that this... Ooh, now it works.
Yodacam taking a lot of damage here. He's able to get himself to safety. They're still free-firing, though. We got the Ghost still active, and Barty is just tearing through that health bar.
Yeah.
Oof.
Unfortunate timing on that W, but... Let's say, because I'm assuming they didn't have any wards to put down there. No, they had vision in the river. Unless that was the... Oh, okay, that was probably just Scuttle that they had. So they wouldn't have seen him.
Andy getting chased off. Yep, Tai-T finally gets level 6 here, so scary position for Azir at this point.
Yeah. Azir's at half HP and Tai-T's level 6. That's,
Retro
we'll
having
see
to
how
play
sick
so
Daddy Andy's about to play.
defensively.
Yeah, and I mean, as long as he's last inning, he'll be fine. It sucks not having Prio, obviously, but
Yeah, having to play weak side.
but
But,
Aatrox, as soon as you get Gore Drinker, unless he decides to go the Dustblade build, but I think Gore Drinker is the way to go this game, seeing as how you don't have much of a front line outside of Rel.
Yeah.
Because if anybody tries to tell you that Rakan is a front line, they're lying to you. Rakan is an enchanter that just goes in. And then leaves immediately.
A slippery little
Very
guy. Plus with that
Ooh,
Gore
go to mid
Drinker.
lane with the
Ooh,
Daddy.
Daddy
Oh,
Eddie trying to get away! Oh!
Was he not in range?
Taiti this far away. Didn't want to expend the flash to be able to drop the ulti. And I don't know if the damage was 100% there or would have been close with the ignite.
Alright. They need to shove that mid lane, get down to the Drake, and help their team. Zer's TPing in. Oh, Ivern's backing. Okay, this is their Drake.
Yeah.
Not a bad first Drake to have, you know?
Pretty decent.
I saw something I don't think I've ever seen before. Was that an 80 carry showing up to the first Drake?
It's tragic is what I have to say.
That is odd. I don't think I've ever seen that one before.
He still
Great
goes
play. Great play out of
He still goes
Sasageyo.
to try to take the cannon from Yoda. That's my boy right there. Let's go.
It's you know, it's rough out here for us supports.
It feels so bad.
They know he's right here. Gets the stun off.
Ivern does have Daisy available, but actually doesn't drop it.
Rel's also not level 6 here. I would say, hey, let's just chill. Let Rel get the red buff. And we'll see if we can do something.
There's literally nothing they really have to rush on the
Spear's
side
in
of
there.
red. As long as they're able to not get 3 dragged.
He says, oh no, it's red buff all over again.
Oh, here we go.
Ooh.
Tai T with the
It's
massive damage. Does drop the ulti.
Looked like he healed off of all those balls hitting him. What the hell?
Like, that was insane, actually. Ooh.
I think he just eat into it.
Now headed up for Rift
really-
Herald.
These games are tense, man.
Yeah. Party does have both. Actually, everybody. It's 2 sums against 4 here in bot lane. I wonder if we'll see.
Tai T. Tai T's doing pretty good in this mid lane. If only they can, you know, they can get him a little something more.
Yeah, Barty looking to get aggressive here. Ooh. They have full sums available. A nice charm from Yodacam, hitting both people, but they just don't have the damage to really be able to secure anything at the moment.
They're unfortunately inside the minion wave, so it's not like Minus could get the Qs off, but ooh!
Some good feet from Barty here. They did chunk Marcuti out quite a decent bit. Ooh, arcane shift forward. Marcuti is prime position for a Q here. Nice response from Marcuti. Drops the Melio. Ulti.
Doesn't have enough mana for the Ezreal. Oh. And I am like I'm gonna have back issues when I try to go to bed wake up tomorrow from how tense I am. This has been quite. Ooh, walks up and just takes a tower shot for free.
All right, here comes Daisy. Retro Genesis still has flash available. Will be able to get out of this one.
That's the world ender. Frozen Ace is also here.
Daisy's down.
Ooh. Frozen's here.
Yeah, Frozen is here.
If they're gonna do anything about it.
I just don't think they win that 2v2, unfortunately. Especially with
Probably
the Cassante
not,
ulti.
There's a chance, you know? Like there's a better chance of, ooh, there it is.
Shurima shuffle coming forward. Taiti
not
is
hitting
stuck under tower. He can't hit him. He's stuck under the tower. Oh, drops the ulti, but it's not enough damage. Well played from Daddy Andy just to shift behind.
Yeah, it looked like there was some creep block going on too.
Yeah,
oof.
It was unfortunate. All right.
So they got they're bringing red. They're bringing Herald. Ooh, here we go with the gank mid.
Yeah, Daddy Andy doesn't have flash here. Gets
and
a
can't use
shield
shield.
off.
Taichi is here. Can they also get the Ivern? There's the stun.
Woo! Whoa,
Ooh, Yoda get a little feisty there. He's a little saucy.
Holy shit.
But like that was great. Like that was a return answer. He's gonna have to flash. He's probably gonna have to try and get his E up again if he wants to get away from this one.
Yeah, -2 coins should be dead to rights here. Barty chasing. They have the damage. He gets out under tower. Oh, Mark Cutie doing a solid job taking up that tower shot.
Just pushed up a little. I feel like that's a couple times now that we've seen Zach push up just a little too far.
Yeah, trying to just shove it right in.
Especially with the Emilio, given the extra range and chance to... and the speed ups.
It might be a story of the same here. No, they are respecting it. They back away.
Say they had a good play mid, so it's, you know, they definitely have the, you know, if they see a good play, they can get it, but they just have to actually get to that play first.
And the next dragon is up on the map. We have Bork built up, actually, and a Trinity Force. Both AD carries have their first items built.
Funny enough, Sasageyo is still technically up in gold.
Oh!
Ooh, here we go with the all-in!
Right off the bat, lots of CC.
Ooh, lot of CC.
They said it's okay. We don't need to CC the Kog'Maw. We'll CC everybody else. Kog'Maw's not even here. However, now Barty is in the fight, and my lord. This is brutal. Is the shift going to be able to get over the wall? No. Dies before he's able to even be able to get into this fight. And Retro Genesis is just going to take the consolation.
Yeah, it's not looking too good for Sasageyo right now.
It was a good look. I'm not going to lie.
Really good setup, too.
They just didn't have the damage there to be able to pop them in time. You see how valuable those shields are. So annoying to play against.
Ooh, but do they got to catch out here? I mean, it's just the Ivern and
just the
Emilio.
Ivern and the Emilio. Daddy Andy is now here.
Can minus make it in time?
Can't lock him down. Crazy.
All right, this is going to be a testing of their mental fortitude.
Yeah, this is where you got to be like, we got to take a step back. We got to start to be creative. They shouldn't be looking for 5-on-5s realistically ever. They got that first dragon, which took them off the kind of dragon stacking timer, right? It buys them options. But like, Kog'Maw now has 2 kills. They need to be able to get kills into this Ezreal. Syndra's like pretty far behind at this point. Actually, she's not. Wow. Farming pretty well and probably got some turret plates. Yeah, because from all the shove. So almost, yeah, pretty dead even in gold, actually, despite these 3 kills. But
yeah, I would say, and I mean, like, it's kind of nuts, too, because, like, I feel like that is a lot of, like, Barty must be feeling himself, or, like the team has so much faith in Barty that they literally picked champions around him carrying this game and first picked him.
Yeah.
Like, that's a lot of trust to have into a teammate. You know what I mean?
They need to deal with Barty's Cog. Yeah, it's true. They do have to shut down this Cog right here, right now. But
probably the most important thing.
Yeah. But instead, it's kind of just going to the wayside, and they're trying to put out fires across the map.
Instead of causing their own.
Yeah. Never played to the enemy team's game.
Alrighty.
Yeah,
this is
I
kind of
was
slow
gonna
down
say,
now.
if I'm Sasageyo, I don't care about this this Rift Herald. Like, they can get the Rift Herald and it sucks. You know what I mean? But they
what are you gonna do about it?
Yeah. Rel's got to be able to get somewhere else on the map.
I mean, I I'm just trying to figure out how they're gonna get to Barty, because Yoda's pretty much the only one that has a chance to, right?
If they can prime
Like,
the wave and like get a really solid dive off and layer their CC properly, they can kill Barty. It's more likely that they're just gonna go after Marcuti and try to just insta kill the Melio, but ooh. But yeah, now they're just in position to protect him.
I would say because it's what. I mean, the Azir is 3-1, the Kog'Maw's 2-0. You got your kills allocated exactly where they need to be. As soon as Ezreal gets their Maru mana, maybe we can see a thing turn around. But we'll have to wait and see on that one. I mean, plus if Aatrox can become as unkillable as Cassante, except and do maybe a little bit more damage, but good. There's a lot of factors in this game. Wow.
Jeez. That the first strike gold is actually something that I didn't take into consideration too. I guess probably got a decent amount for the first strike gold, and Barty is now on the chase down. Flashes.
Oh, what a flash!
The artillery comes through. Is not going to connect, and now we'll see if they've overcommitted. Frozen Ace does get knocked back. Yodacam dashes forward. We see the fall
They're
engage.
whiffing everything on Barty.
Yeah, Barty is just absolutely killing it with the fast feet here.
Yodacam!
Oh, it's a nice knock up here, though.
Did he get it? He gets it! Ro gets the shutdown!
Oh.
Minus, just go for Marcuti! Fuck trying to live there! Just kill Marcuti! You're not getting away from Cassante. Why wouldn't you just take the kill? Or at least try to take the kill. Oh.
Nice TP from Dippy here. He's just been so proactive on this map, and now they're dropping Rift Herald mid. They got the shutdown on Barty. It went to the Rel, unfortunately. Yeah.
It looks like they're gonna get a second charge off here. Ooh, huge hits from Tai T here.
Yeah. They had a hard time dedicating to. It started off on Marcuti, and then they spotted out Barty and tried to, you know. Oh, hold up, thought. Daddy Andy.
Frozen and
wow. Emperor's Divide does a lot of work here. Tai T flashes forward, drops a lot of damage, but is gonna die to the assault of Daddy Andy. Dippy's taking a lot of damage. He doesn't have ulti. Keep this in mind. If Dippy goes down, they don't really have much of a front line to go with. Yodacam gets a shot. Gets Barty.
Can they get Barty? They get Barty. Minus is still alive. Melia's the only one up. Oh my goodness! What a huge play. Aatrox kind of killed it coming down to the bottom. He's gonna die to Melio. Ain't no way. Okay. Woo!
Some mispositioning and a little bit of a little eager on the side of Sad Jellyfish. Okay, so we had the Emperor's Divide come out before the fight even started. Hit a 3-man and knocked away, you know, the 3, and they were able to pick up that kill on Tai T, granted. But Tai T got all his damage off. And
I can't believe Tai T blind flashed it into the Drake pit like that. Like, holy smokes.
And Dippy's ulti was down, which is the big factor for that fight. They just didn't have a front line.
And I gotta say, I feel like Frozen and Yoda have been working overtime this game. To try and make some of these things work. I didn't realize how much actual just good damage that Q does from Rel.
Yeah.
But like it's on them to get the team fight set up, right, and to get it rolling. And Aatrox Retro with a huge flank on the Aatrox to be able to get to the Ivern. Holy moly. That single-handedly saved the game.
Yeah.
He was looking pretty doomed. I never thought about Melio W on Azir. Huh.
Poke, poke, poke.
Yeah, that would increase his range on his soldiers. Holy crap. Whew.
All right. They are pinging out top lane here. Looking at Tai T. Goes in for their Emperor's Divide. Is gonna miss it, though. And Tai T playing splendidly just to avoid all the CC. Nothing touched him.
I wish I could play half as good as that. Ooh, and they're looking for it. There's no top tower here. Daddy Andy doesn't have ulti.
Daddy Andy just barely is able to get away.
Flash.
It's so tempting. It's so tempting to click on those those Ivern cues. I'm not gonna lie. I understand the pain.
Retro actually has a level lead on Dippy now. Interesting.
Yeah, he's just been farming away.
He's actually down 6 CS still. Ooh, close. Good try. Good look. Good looking. Ooh, and here we go. Row with the huge.
Oh, God. Tries to get the quick engage, but just so quick to be able to boot that rel away. Daisy is down here.
Missed on that flash on the Q.
Oh, Ghost is popped. They're looking for it. Dippy on the prowl. Goes unstoppable, and that's the jungler down. Now we have a TP from Daddy Andy coming in. Dippy still has ultimate available. Looking at Tai T like a snack. He says, I'm looking to devour. Gets a double knockback. And that should be all it is. They're looking to force Baron.
Oh, Daddy Andy. There it is. He gets it, but where's his team? His teammate there? Look at your mini-map, buddy.
Slow your roll there, buddy.
They saw the angle. They said, I missed it last time. I'm getting it this time. Ooh, Retro hits him with the knockup. Doesn't get the pullback, unfortunately.
Does not get the pullback. The World Ender coming to a close here. Whew, Daddy Andy looking at a very good position there, but his team was just not even close. There was no follow-up damage for it. And now they're going to be starting
they're
up this
just going for it.
Yep.
Oh, goodness me. It's warded, though. They know it's... They can... Oh, no. They know it's warded. They pinged it. I guess they're forcing him here, but I don't know why you'd want to take that much damage. Yoda doesn't have any mana. Okay, he's going to get the little juicy fruits.
They're buying time for Daddy Andy to get back in here. Dippy just... Look at these shields. Jeez. Alright, Cassante looking to put himself in between himself and the rest of the team. Massive damage coming through onto the backline here. Barty gets popped! Down. And this fight should be over, but Dippy doing quite a lot of work in this front line here. Frozen Ace is down! -2 coins needs to be able to pop off here with Tai T right now.
There it is.
With the Shurima shuffle forward.
But
now Retro Genesis healing! And Dippy's ulti is now down. They don't have a lot left in the tank here.
They could probably just ignore... If they could just get to the back line, just ignore Dippy. They could probably just... Oh, here we go. And then...
The flash forward from Ivern!
They got team...
Keeps Dippy alive! Oh.
Missed everything.
Okay. And that's going to be it. Jeez, there was a lot to talk about in that fight, but just know that both of them played that immaculately. There was a lot of really cool things happening there. Now, Retro Genesis free-firing on this Ivern. Barty getting caught at the beginning of that by, I think he got tagged by the Ezreal ulti, and then chunked down by, I believe it was... Yeah, I believe it was Tai T.
Oh my goodness. They're just going right on it. And that is a 4-0 Aatrox. Have fun, ladies and gentlemen. I mean, it's also a 4-2 Cassante. Have fun, ladies and gentlemen. It's gonna be a top lane game.
It's game time.
It's gonna be a top lane.
Of course, it's Windrake.
Top lane game. I mean, to be fair, that's actually kind of what I feel like you would want on Sasageyo. Like movement speed. I mean,
bit of extra engage.
World Ender gives gives movement speed already. Now you're just gonna gain extra. Rakan, yeah. I mean, that's. I don't think I gotta explain that one. You know.
All right.
Ooh, man.
And it is about getting back to the basics of what was working for them before on the side of Sad Jellyfish. They have to be able to protect Kog'Maw. You saw that in the past team fight. Dippy kind of got all the utility from the shields. And once Barty got chunked out, it was just kind of over.
I was gonna say, I'm surprised they didn't try to like find an angle where they could make Dippy wrap around and then just E over the terrain and start free, you know, or just like jump over to the side to start free firing onto the shielders. But we do have the Shadow Flame from the Syndra. Man, there's no way that Ezreal's building Serpent Fang, is there?
Not.
I'd have to look at the items. Is there a way to look at items in the client?
I'm actually not sure.
Uh-oh.
Why'd you pause it?
Yeah.
Hovering
Somehow
Baron here. Ivern's actually not even close to this Baron. They have vision all over it. They've done. Yeah. Ooh, man. And they're just starting it. Ivern's not even close. And Daddy Andy does have TP, but yeah. All right. Ivern does cancel his B.
I was saying, Daddy. Yeah, I was saying everybody's got TP, so Retro's TP's coming up soon. Taiti has their TP. Wow. Kasante, don't give a oh, wow. I'm looking at Kasante's items, and it is going to be literally all on Syndra to do anything to this guy.
Yeah. He's heavily optimized to be able to deal with this Ezreal and tank it up. Frozen Ace, making the call. They're hopping right on this Baron. They deal decent damage to it. Not anything crazy. They can't really chunk it down as fast as Red can. Ivern gets his Q in on it, down to 7,000 HP. TP comes from Daddy Andy. Now they're just looking to back off, but do they have the leeway to actually be able to do that? Kasante goes over the wall with Tai T, chunking him down, going absolutely ballistic in this backline. He's on the two backliners here. Frozen Ace hops in just to protect his friends. Tai T with a massive ulti to take Kasante down is what we were talking about. He needed to be the one to take care of him. They're all still alive. They have HP on the side of Red right now and shields, but they're going to be able to get the reset, and they got TP for Retro.
Dippy's also got TP as well, so he can come right back up there when he comes up. I don't know how nobody fell except for Dippy in that fight. That is incredible.
Yeah, it was, I mean, it was pretty big that Rel got over that wall with the flash just to be able to keep Ty and Ezreal safe. I don't think Ezreal was going down, but it was going to be pretty close with Ty.
Yep.
Barty looking to chase here. Chains come out. And Retro's down to half.
Barty doesn't have Ghost, by the way.
Yeah. All right, next dragon is up in 50 seconds, and this is Soul Point. This could be an interesting situation where we see maybe they levy the Dragon Soul and try to get this Baron. Barty!
Ooh, nope.
Ivern getting chunked out.
Ooh, boy, howdy.
Still is alive. Daisy doing her due diligence, trying to protect her master. Daisy!
She'll be back up in 20 seconds. Don't worry about it.
Yeah. Yep. Ooh, they are actually just sticking right to this Baron. Dippy is not here to tank. He's looking to get kind of everything here. He needs to get over there right now.
Yep.
Oh, man.
Daddy Andy's standing behind the Baron. Why would you stand behind the Baron? That's where you take the most damage.
He's getting chunked out. This is brutal. Ooh. I don't know. This is a fight that Red really wants. Dippy taking a lot of damage here. Daddy Andy just dead. -2 coins.
He's hitting Barty. He's free firing.
Yeah,
Dippy's trying to get Tai T.
Dippy does get Tai T. -2 coins now in a bit of an interesting position. He's gonna have to Arcane Shift away. Frozen.
Barty's still up.
Getting chunked out. If they can get this jungler down, it's pretty big, but they have to be careful here. Marcuti dedicating a lot just to be able to get in. Barty free firing. He manages to CC him.
I get Barty down. And now this. Oh man, Ivern's the only one up, and they're just gonna go for it. There's 5
Oh,
million
no!
followers. Ogma blows up and kills the jungler.
Oh
Nope,
no!
they can't go for it anymore. Go for Cloud Drake. Go for Cloud Drake. You have time. Just go for Cloud Drake. Ivern can try and steal all he wants. You probably just kill him. Get Cloud Soul. That's huge.
Wow.
Daddy Andy has speed, but I don't think there's a ward. Oh, they do have a pink ward. Daddy Andy can go down there, but Ivern's just gonna take the top side, and they're just gonna concede.
They're just conceding the soul, yep. And this is gonna make things just that much harder. Oh, TP does come through from Cassante, but it's gonna be too late to get the dragon. He comes over to the pit. He's gonna spot him out. He doesn't have ulti up. Now they do have pretty much everything and anything that they need to be able to get over this wall. Dippy though massacres Ezreal.
Like why?
I don't know if the arcane shift just wasn't there. He must have had it. And now this is a Baron.
But it won't be on Dippy. Okay, I mean, at least it won't be on their split pusher, I guess, but man, that was...
Why was Andy in the back of the pit, though? It was really...
I don't know either.
Really interesting. They had so many shields, and Daddy Andy, of all people, was tanking in the back of the pit on top of it, dealing less damage to the Baron.
And taking a crap ton more.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know.
Oh man, just a lot of questionable decisions. Yeah, I was gonna say. I mean, I assume that the reason that Retro and Minus were at the back of the pit there was because the arcane shift was on cooldown, and Frozen was just trying, and Retro was just trying to make sure that he would be safe the best he can. It's like that's just a weird call otherwise.
All right, so we got Elder. This is an Elder game. In 4 minutes here, we'll see what they can get off of this Baron. They need to be able to get a decent amount off of it. The waves are not currently prepped, and what are they deciding to do here? They got Dippy up in the top lane, and they're gonna push mid, which I think is fair. I think that's okay.
Kog'Maw's at 3 items already. I just, like... This is where it's just, you're gonna find out whether you're gonna be able to handle it or not.
Yodacam hops over the wall, gets a charm on 2. Barney getting chunked out. He's trying to get as much damage as possible. He does get -2 coins down, but that's their DPS gone. Their shining hope, and that's Ivern gone. Daddy Andy, the next on the chopping block here. Dippy is hopping forward. Tai T tanking.
Ooh.
Dippy now ghosts forward. He needs to be able to get in a position where he can actually deal a lot. Ooh, a juke over onto Retro. Nice knock from Yoda. Running interference in the back line. Daddy Eddie is dead. The pullback from the chains is actually going to help Dippy get him even closer into this team. Retro does have his gore available. He might be able to actually... No, there's just nothing left in the tank here. They don't have the damage left to really deal enough. Wow.
Yeah, I would say, I mean, it's just like, that's just it though, right? That's just how Cassante is.
Yeah. Cassante
like
is a real problem.
Now.
That was the thing, is they got Tai T down. He was so far ahead of his team. He got chunked out so much HP and had to use his flash just to get away. And yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, you see, here's the thing, is that you thought that they got all the shield champions to make sure that Kog'Maw can hypercarry when you actually got it, so that way Cassante literally never dies.
This is funny because this game and these drafts, the way they line up in these team fights, it's like 4D chess in the fact that it's like, if this happens, this happens. However, there's a backup. If this is like reverse true, then this happens. Like if Cassante... Sorry, if Barty goes down, they have Cassante. They have to be able to kill Tai T. If they kill Tai T, it puts the team fight advantage back on the side of red. Like, it's crazy. It is actually crazy.
Yeah. And I mean... I'm assuming that Cassante is going for a stone plate? With the Aegis? But he's got like a Force of Nature, which is already super strong to help against the Syndra. I don't even know what Syndra goes for their last item, honestly.
Yeah.
Man.
It was also, I will say, good on Blue's part just to be able to get those Barons off. Oh. Ooh. That could have been scary.
Not nearly as bad as it could have been.
I love that Daisy just gets hucked around.
Dippy on the backside trying to go for a flank. Is yours backing? Daddy Andy has TP.
I think he wants to finish his Rabadons. Yep, there it is. Alright. That's a big power spike for this next dragon. That's going to be up in 53 seconds. It's going to come down to this Elder, ladies and gentlemen. I think that an Elder fight, it just decides the game. There's still a lot of... I will say there's still a lot of turrets on the side of red, so potentially an Elder fight could go in the favor of blue, and they might not be able to end the game. But it's it would be enough to swing things pretty heftily, and both teams know it.
And Aatrox right now is the name of the game room.
Yep.
He's building a
Syndra.
Last Whisperer item, just to give you an idea of where this game's at.
Syndra on the side here with Rel. They're looking to get some kind of wraparound and just be able to get on Barty. And red is just forcing the matter. They are just forcing the matter. Aatrox is still mid here.
Away.
He has to be able to get here.
Don't even do damage to Dippy. Like, it's almost not even worth to try and hit him.
Dippy coming in, trying to force them away from this dragon as they DPS it. Goes unstoppable in, but doesn't connect it forward! Daddy Andy taking a lot of damage, he goes over the wall! Barty is down! Dippy is now on the Rakan, actually takes him down, but he's still looking pretty rough here. Frozen Ace has to be able to go down for them to be a threat in this, and Dippy knows it! Frozen Ace is able to get himself away! Daddy Andy is still alive in the backline! Retro Genesis free fire, and he comes in with the
absolutely just...
He still has World Ender activated! Mark Cutie barely gets away! Retro Genesis trying to keep the ulti up!
He's gonna chase him! He's going...
Flash away from Mark Cutie, and that's Elder Dragon going down!
My goodness, I can't...
This game
Incredible.
is, funny enough, not over yet. It's not over yet. They're gonna be going for this Baron. This should be a free Baron for them. They shouldn't be able to contest it on the side of Sad Jellyfish unless they get the catch of all catches. But this game is still going.
I'm shaking.
Rel surviving there is so massive, and Barty going down. They're just prioritizing so well getting damage out on Barty. You see that they kind of gave it a fake and chunked out Daddy Andy, and then they're like, he's not our real target though. We're gonna go right on the Kog'Maw.
I would say it is crazy to me because like Sad Jellyfish don't have to play fast.
Yeah.
Like you see how unkillable Dippy is. Just have Dippy on the front line, shield him up, and let your Kog'Maw free fire from the back. You drop that Melio W on the Kog'Maw, like, he's already going to be next to impossible to get to. You just got to worry about the Rakan getting to him at that point.
Let's see how much they can get off this Baron buff.
Baron Elder?
Yeah. This has got to be pretty massive. They're already starting to get chunked down here. Daisy trying her best just to keep the minions from attacking. Go get him, Daisy. Oh, God. And that tower is not long for the world. It's going to be the inhibitor next. How long they got left? Elder now down. No, it's still up. It's still up. I was going to say that'd be the world's shortest Elder, yeah? They do manage to get the inhibitor. How much we still got on Elder? No, it is down. Okay. So yeah, they use the full duration of the Elder just to be able to chunk down.
Looks like Tai actually did damage to It is a Gargoyle Stone Plate. Kasante can't get any stronger, ladies and gentlemen. He is at full build, a level 18.
Peak performance.
Now, we just got to make sure. Here's the thing, right? They cannot overforce. Like, they might have Baron, they might be having this push, but do you realize how much gold they have sitting in their pockets after getting, what, 3 towers and an inhibitor?
They're looking to force in the fight. The Elder is getting close to coming down here. Daddy Andy gets chunked out. They just wanted to make sure they get the inhibitor. Well played.
I was a little nervous there. I thought they were going to all in there. I at least hope they weren't. Now use your Baron to get back. That was huge. That is almost a 10k swing. Sasageyo. However you want to pronounce it. I don't know. Why'd they choose this name? Despite me. It's looking like a game 3 angle.
It could be. I will say for this next fight, Kog'Maw should be closing in on his GA. Pretty close.
If you're blue side, do you just ban Ezreal at this point? Because Barty and Minus both play this champion incredibly well.
I think there's answers into Ezreal. Yeah. I don't think it's necessarily has to be banned, but both the ADs have been playing it very well, so.
I'm just gonna say I legitimately don't remember a game where somebody's lost on Ezreal right now.
Ooh, Barty getting a lot of damage out into Frozen Ace here.
Oh! They still got Baron.
Daddy Andy has to hit the Zhonya's. We have TP coming through. Sharima. Emperor's Divide. Barty now getting. He has to be able to position. Frozen Ace
in the middle of all of them,
causing a lot of interference here. Dippy.
He's looking like he's gonna go down.
Dippy goes down. Yoda Cam. Now they're starting to have to run away. They have low health bars. Barty does have to be careful, but he needs to be able to step forward and start delivering some damage into their fleeing members. However,
they hit that. He's stunned on the Barty.
Frozen Ace goes really deep onto these towers, and they're not going to find their target. Red lives to fight another day. Dippy didn't even ulti that fight.
Are the light blue or hang on, I can just check. Okay. I didn't notice that the blue trinkets were light blue on the minimap.
Oh man. Elder is now up with 3 inhibitors down.
In a minute 30. Oh boy. Ooh, Barty has a GA. That could be huge, actually.
Could definitely be pretty huge. They're looking to just escort these minions in over and over and then retreat to the Elder, secure the game nice and safe, or are they looking to just end it right here, right now?
I gotta say, I feel like if you're Melio, if you're gonna be in your base, I don't think the Ward Stone is worth it.
Alright, here we go. Dippy hopping on -2 coins here. Goes unstoppable. Frozen Ace getting chunked out. Barty free-firing here. But he's in an interesting position. Barty flashes away. Oh, we got lots of damage coming in through, but Barty is now dead.
He can't move. They got the GA. Everybody this time's everything. Let's go.
We're going to game 3. Ooh, wow.
For a game that looked like it was going to be pretty doomed at the first, like, what, 10 minutes? Oh my goodness.
Yeah, what a
well played to both teams, though. Retro Genesis did not die. See, that's how you play it. That's how you do it. When you have a massive ass shutdown, it's simple. Just don't die.
I'll say it right here, right now. I feel like the cleanse could have made a difference. I feel like the cleanse could have made a difference. There's so many times where Barty was in a position where he popped Ghost and it didn't matter because he couldn't move. But yeah, we'll see. We'll see what the change is. I love the Kog'Maw pick, but I will be right back, chat. We'll put this up on the screen for now, and we'll wait until get into the next draft. I'm gonna go grab myself a drink, and I'm gonna turn off my camera so I can save energy in the meantime.
All right. Oh boy, howdy. So that was. I'm gonna try and do my best here. That was a clean, not clean, but that was those 2 games were pretty intense. It looked like it was doomed at the first like 10 minutes of that first game, and Sasageyo was able to pull that back. Apparently blue side is just the best side. But I just incredible game. I do wonder how the draft is going to shape up this time. Because I mean, why would you not want that Aatrox again? Dippy was, I mean, that Cassante was actually unkillable for most of that game. Like, sure, yes, they actually did kill him and bring him down, but like, it took so much, and he was able to buy so much time. And that's the thing that's nuts to me is I don't know how. I'd have to like watch the team fights again, but I'm curious as how it is that they were able to actually get to Kog'Maw with Cassante being just an absolute problem in most of those team fights and just not dying. I just feel like it's so hard to get through. I don't know if like you just say like, I mean, I said it during draft. Azir probably could have just saved their ultimate to just shove people away from them, because I don't know why you would want to I know like the Shurima shuffle's the thing, right? But I don't know why you would want to Shurima shuffle a team into a team comp that is a shield comp for specifically one champion, right? So I would assume they would kind of want the Azir to stay near the Kog'Maw to be this like other damaging peel champion. And also keeping yourself safe at the same time, right? If you're standing next to the Kog'Maw, you're also the carry. And Melio, yeah, because if Melio drops his W, you can give Kog'Maw and Azir the extra range. And if they're standing on top of each other, I don't know, I guess maybe Aatrox gets like easy knockups on them and easy Syndra stuns, but I don't know. I guess I don't fully know how I would to play that, but I just feel like having that ultimate to just shove the entire team off of your face and your other carrier's face is like would have been the idea eventually, but I mean, not for nothing, Melio was the one that was walking away in a lot of the team fights at the end, meaning that they were in a safe position and just absolutely shielding every chance they got.
Yeah.
But man, that was incredible game, incredible way. Oh man. And I don't feel like any of them really did anything that just made me like kind of scratch my head. You know what I mean? Like I don't think there was really that much bad plays being made. Maybe some out of positions early, but like that late game, are you kidding me?
The only one to me that really I could think of was the dragon. After the dragon soul sticking around the pit there and giving over the free Baron was a play. But they played it well. They were able to get that Baron off of them.
And Daddy Andy just showing in the back of the Baron pit for no reason.
I will say that was also interesting. But
like I'm like, there's a part of me that was like, are they gonna make a pause? Like, is he like disconnected? Like, what's going on here? Oh, but either way, like I don't know, these two teams are absolutely monstrous and a joy to watch.
Voted with the
and it's all down to this. We finally got it. We got a game 3, and it's here in the finals.
Finally. Play Silver Scrapes, chat.
Yeah,
I'll hold on. I'll put on YouTube. I'll put on the
Mark Z version.
Yeah, Silver Scrape. Mark. Oops. Here we go, chat. No, I don't need ads, YouTube. YouTube. You're ruining the moment. You are ruining the moment. It's like a 20-second ad too. YouTube. You gotta chill. You gotta let me have this.
Before we go to commercial,
here we go.
Special rendition of Silver Scrapes on the stage. I believe it'll be Mark taking it away. All right, Vancouver. You know this song, it is tradition. I want everyone to get hyped, get involved, and sing along with me.
Okay, we do have a little pre-break going on.
Good job, Mark Z. All right. Oh my lord. Woo! So great. Oh, we have draft. I'm sorry, I was so infatuated with there we go.
No, they're peeing.
Good.
It's gonna be this in 2 minutes.
All right. Can we 6v4 only if Andrew is on the 4 side? Oh, God.
Just a fucking shootout.
Can't wait. I want to play COD. Oh, my dear Lord.
Oh, man.
And I want $1 million. Waiting for our jungle, taking a fat shit. Very
I'm
good.
gonna go take a piss of myself.
Go ahead, go take a wicked pissa. Also,
Wicked
chat,
pissa.
you know, I didn't realize it until now. I thought I looked homeless in the beginning, but I just realized that I have, like, really good fashion sense. Look, I got, like, the boob window. I got, you know, whatever this is. It looks fashionable. It looks great. It's definitely a look. Banana. Let's take a look at drafts, shall we? No, you just look homeless. Oh, God. Ay, ay, ay. Feel sad, man. All right. Window capture. Let's look at these drafts. So, Orianna was not picked in the... Something that to keep in mind is Orianna was not picked in the first round of the draft. I'm interested... Because they picked Cassante, I wonder if they would have banned out the Cassante. But I think that the Orianna has just been such an integral part of their team fight through and through that not having picked it in the first round, though having the opportunity to, was kind of rough. They did save counterpick for because they wanted to be able. They saw that top was already picked out. They wanted to just be able to pick top right then and there. It makes sense to me for sure, and I think the draft was very clean on the side of Sad Jellyfish. I definitely favored their draft coming in. But yeah, it just came down to like the overall execution of things. Let's see, are we hopping in? Our draft. Okay, yeah, they're about to hop into draft. But something to keep your eye on is Orianna going to be able to come through in this last game of the series? Or do we see it banned out in the first phase? Because I think if it doesn't get banned out in the first phase, we'll probably see Orianna played. Let's see. Also, we have back on blue side, we have Sad Jellyfish. So they are going to have the first pick available to them again.
All right, let's see if it is just like Worlds, because in Worlds there was like a whole thing where blue side was like the best side to be on and everybody wanted it, but then they realized that like all the top seeds were blue side against all the like the lower seeds. That's why they're like, it might be a little inflated.
We got Ari. Sad Jellyfish 3.0. And there's
Are we really just gonna get the same bans? I swear.
Here comes the Jarvan ban.
I mean, I think that Jarvan's a good ban, just period. That really is.
We've seen it.
Although
in every
it's
single
weird.
game in the pipe.
Yeah. The Pike ban is interesting. Like, that terrifies me to think about how good Marcuti must actually be on that pick.
And the Yone. Yeah. Ooh. Yep, does go over to the Yone. Okay. I wonder if they are trying to take the Maokai again for first pick here. They hovered over it and then changed. So I wonder if they actually do go with the Maokai. The Oriana gets banned out in the
Thank
first
goodness.
phase, I think, here,
Please.
which is the
Click
play.
confirm.
It is the play.
Click
I would have to say.
confirm.
I do think so. If I do say so myself, they're hovering Zach, and it's going to be Maokai. All right, they said we're not afraid of the Oriana. I don't know.
What did I say? What did I say?
I think sometimes hubris comes into play. Whether you win it or not, I really do think that Oriana being banned is a good play.
Well, hopefully, do they take it? Like, cause my thing here is that I'm like, I'm just gonna say it. Swap the Hecarim out. Like, they might be like I'm not saying that they're probably not like great at it or good at it or whatever, but it's like when your options are like Oriana or this Ezreal that's I'm pretty sure undefeated in like I don't know if there's a way to check that stat. If there is, and somebody who's smarter than me can figure that out for me, that'd be great. But like, oh, here we go, top pick champions. Okay, that doesn't. It's just top picked. It's not like.
We're seeing a Nyla hover this early on. I don't think it's actually going to be a Nyla because, I was going to, we get Misfortune. Okay. A big switch up actually here from Sasageyo.
What the fuck?
Switching over to the Misfortune, looking for the big base damage wombo combo fights that Misfortune affords.
You have to take Oriana here, right? Because like, third pick Oriana onto Rel.
I'm sure they have some type of answer into what they want to play into the Oriana here. I just, man, I don't know. And there's the Thresh. Yeah, I was gonna say More Cutie was just so gross on this Thresh pick. Like it was foul what More Cutie was doing to them in game 1 on this Thresh. So really, really high value. Going back to, I actually think the same bot lane as first game, massive safety from Ezreal Thresh.
Why can't I right-click people in custom lobbies and just look at their profile?
And Syndra is the answer into the Oriana. I do believe that this is kind of a skill matchup. I think that Syndra has good lane pressure into Oriana, and doesn't let Oriana just hop up on her and drop her balls and start auto attacking her to death. So yeah, Syndra does add a decent amount of pressure into Oriana. I don't know. We're looking at counter pick being available for either not mid lane. It's either going to be jungle support now. Yeah, it's got to be top. I'm assuming they're trying to give it to Retro. They are banning out Retro's picks currently, so they're getting rid of the Aatrox. I wonder if they get rid of the Kled. This is something to consider. They let it go through in game 1. They've had pretty much the same exact draft. Things are a little bit different because they have the Rel running forward to drop a bunch of CC. But what is the ban? It's gonna be the Kled. Okay. All right.
Kind of surprised, like they're even worried about it because like, oh, they took away the Camille. Never mind.
Yeah, they banned out the Camille. I will say I think it has a little bit more lethality because Rel this time around, but. Let's see.
So I guess Rel could still technically be a flex pick, but yes, Rakan. I'm gonna be honest. I am still incredibly hot on the Rakan pick. I think this champion is like without a doubt the best support right now. Like it's funny. I don't see many other people playing it in my games, mostly because I pick it. But like, even when I'm like last pick, nobody seems to pick this champion, and I don't know why. Like,
bring Lee Sin.
Literally does everything. Lee Sin can be a pretty good ball delivery service, but I feel like it kind of. Oh no. What are you gonna do into the Cassante? Aatrox is gone. I don't think Renekton's the pick into Cassante.
I'm not like crazy over the Lee Sin pick. Unless, like, I have to, just, it's one of those picks that you just have to be proven wrong, right? Like Lee Sin in the later parts of the game just gets a little bit miserable. You have to be extremely shifty on this champion and be able to hit your Qs and execute. Like it's got to be the Smith's Fortune or Syndra. Mordequay. Okay. The Lee Sin is the one outlier pick to me. I'm excited to see it because I always love seeing Lee Sin being played. I'm a huge Lee Sin fan. This is game 3 of the finals, and we see a Lee Sin. Like that's a ballsy play, and I like it. But let's see what we get out of it.
I've ever heard of it. Malphite I feel like would have been a good pick here.
Yeah.
Well, Malphite might have been a tricky pick here, actually, now I think about it. Because, like, you have, like, Lee Sin and Cassante that want to go in. And you're going to want to get to, like, the Ezreal Orianna more than anything. But chances of them being standing next to each other are very slim. So maybe the Mordekaiser is actually better.
Yeah, Glenn
would have been an interesting pick.
Mordekaiser's mostly just looking to probably take the Cassante out, I think. Or if Lee Sin hops in, just to instantly be like, come here. You stay away from my team. Let's look at these matchups. Oh, did I not have draft up for you guys? I think I did, didn't I? Did I get rid of it? Hopefully it was up on the screen for you.
If not, that's tragic.
It would be a little bit tragic just seeing me look off into the distance and talk about draft. But you guys get to see the picks as they're happening now here.
Oh, man. Gonna sleep good tonight, I'll tell you that much.
Everybody sleeping good tonight.
I am interested to see how this Mordekaiser pick comes out, though. Because it's weird, too, because I feel like man, I wish they picked a different fucking team. SWS, I'm just gonna call them that. SWS, really picked, like, I feel like the MF and the Mordekaiser are two, like, just random out there picks. Whereas, like I said, Jellyfish kind of has, like, the Lee Sin as theirs.
Yeah.
So I guess so who do you take during a team fight? Because I feel like Mordekaiser takes Cassante out. That's a lot of disruption that's gone, and a lot of, like, a tanky guy that's gonna beat the shit out of you is, like, you know, that stress is gone. But do you go for, like, the Orianna so that way they can't, like, if they don't ulti yet, so that way they can't have that game-changing ulti?
I think the good thing is you have a couple of different options based on your positioning. Because if you're in the back lines, you can take Orianna. If you're in the front lines, you can take out the Cassante. Because the 4v4 matchup, Rel, Syndra, Miss Fortune, Rakan, a lot of CC, a lot of pop damage. And then on the other side, you just have to really worry about Orianna Ball and Lee Sin being able to maneuver into the backline, right? Rel is... This is a harder game to play Ezreal in the fact that you have more frontline. Like, Rel serves to block a lot of damage, and it's harder for Ezreal to be able to chunk through. Whereas the Trundle, you know, it's easier for him to just pop the Trundle. Man, what do you think, chat? What do you think we got here? Do we have a reset onto champion points? Or do we see Team Sasageyo pull it back, hit him with the reverse sweep?
It's cray, regardless.
Yeah. If we're looking at straight up matchups, I don't mind playing Ezreal into Misfortune. This lane is just kind of like,
no, I don't think so.
I think it's okay for both people. I think tit for tat, they got better matchups for Team Sasageyo pretty much across the board. Syndra, I think, is a little bit favored in lane against the Orianna. Mordekaiser, I think, can be pretty effective into the Cassante should they stop Cassante. But But yeah, I think a lot of it's going to come down to these ganks. We'll see what Lee Sin can do on the map.
Just for an update, Yoda Cam has the most wards placed, and will not be surpassed in this game.
Oh damn.
Yoda is first with 317, and Calico is second with 238.
Wow, that is crazy.
And then Marcuti at 212. So Marcuti has to have 107 or 105 wards placed this game just to tie that, and then also place as many wards as Yoda does this game to get there.
All right, we're sitting in Fountain. We're funneling gold into Marcuti this game.
Oh man, but SWS is only down by 0.7 or sorry 0.1 for top team KDA behind said Jellyfish. So dang.
I think that just shows how well these teams play with one another. Like they play just so well together. Not a lot of mistakes and isolated deaths.
Marcuti does have the most assists though. And I don't think it's going to change after this game. So, a lot of really interesting I mean it's man.
I'm trying to think where Lee Sin wants to spend most of his time. I do think that if Lee Sin just camps top, it's probably very good. If they can get
No, I'll say I think if you just to go off that, like I think if you try to get Mordekaiser down before level 6 at the very least,
yeah,
we're probably looking okay.
I was gonna say if you can get Cassante ahead. Cassante is playing into 2 AP damage threats and then Misfortune. So there's like a chance for Cassante to just pick up a little bit of MR here and probably be pretty safe. Man, I feel like if Cassante gets ahead, he poses such a threat to this backline. But we will see, chat. We shall see. Game 3 on Champion Point, the LOL Midwest Finals, ladies and gentlemen. We got the cleanse on Misfortune and the heal on Ezreal. Ezreal's feeling pretty good, feeling pretty offensive here.
I mean, they've been doing pretty good so far. Every single one of them.
Both teams
looking
picking.
like they want to go top, red want to go bot.
Yep, they're gonna be. Ooh, actually, it's looking more like a fan out on the side of red. Are they gonna be able to catch out this Mordekaiser? Retro headed towards the bush. They do spot him out.
Ooh, he also spots them out though.
Yeah, pretty massive the timing too. They didn't have the right people kind of in the front. Lee Sin is giving little fuck about.
Hey, he wanted that ward on red, you know?
He really did. And I mean, kudos to him. He does get the ward on red here, so he's gonna spot the pathing.
Minions have spawned.
Man, all 3 games, top and mid, all take TPs. Really, like that. They want that team fight. Hopefully, we'll see which team has Exodia though, because I'm not gonna lie, seeing Cassante, Orianna, and that Ezreal.
Pretty daunting.
Really, I would say looking pretty good. I'm not gonna lie. I can only imagine how both teams must be feeling right now.
We'll see if nerves come into play at all here. Both hands looking real good on each of these teams.
For sure.
Cutie stepping forward, going for the flay, is gonna miss. Barty actually has to
flash
level 1. little bit of a... I don't really know if super necessary. They do it for trade damage. We'll see if it's worth it. They do get level 2 here first.
Just keep walking straight. They'll think you're gonna do something fancy. Nah.
Misfortune was any thicker.
Just the right amount of thick, you know?
Pull back, met with the unstoppable, and that really is like the Cassante counterplay into this matchup. Is he gets to play to his own kind of pace. Marcuti getting hopped on by Frozen Ace. Marcuti's gonna have to take the long angle here. Does have flash to be able to get out. Oh!
Ooh, huge stun!
Catches Lee Sin out of his Q.
Marcuti flash, they can just kill him. He can't get out.
Wow.
He's just dead.
And that is first blood over to Misfortune, of all people, too.
Let's be honest.
Barty does get caught by the CC and does not have flash. Is going to come in to aid. Here's Lee Sin. Lots of trade damage available. Lee Sin's going to be able to clean this one up pretty nicely. Misfortune does have a lot of base damage, though.
Oh, no. Oh, man. They had such a good play, and they threw it right back. Guys, just take your victory. You had it.
Execute damage on Lee Sin. Q is so gross. Oh, man. The double kill right back into the pockets of Ezreal. Oh, man. I'm interested to see how Lee Sin builds, too, because he did get an early kill. He does have Conqueror, so I'm assuming he's looking to be Beef Sin.
Okay.
All right.
I mean, to be fair, they found themselves in a similar position like this last game, and they still pulled it out, so... It's interesting to see that, like, I feel like Tai T and Daddy Andy are both like, we're just gonna do what we do in the mid lane. We're not gonna, like, murder each other. We're not gonna, you know, die to a lot of ganks, and then we're just gonna come back in the, you know, we're gonna show our worth in the mid game when the team fights start happening.
Lee Sin is here for another gank. There's a lot of minions here, so it's going to be a hard one to pull off. But are they actually going to be able to connect? Oh! Threads it through! And -2 coins is dead. Wow, what a beautiful Lee Sin Q. Just past Yoda. I thought for sure that it was going to connect on the Rakan, but does a good job connecting. And this lane is...
Yeah, that lane's over. That's a 3-0 bar. 3-0 Ezreal, Barty. But it's okay. Don't worry. I was crazy to think that you should ban Ezreal.
Absolutely nuts. What a weird ban.
Yeah. What a crazy thought. You know, I can't imagine, like, I don't know. I mean, I love me some Hecarim, you know, that was one of my champions, but I can't imagine it.
Dippy
you know
now
I mean?
getting engaged on here. Frozen is level 4. Dippy does have the level 6 to... Oh, he almost brought him back with him. He almost brought him to Home Depot. My lord.
Oh, he's gonna flash over. Oh, here we go. We got a dive look. Yeah,
they're still looking here. Oh! Retro Genesis. Oh, actually goes for the ulti here. He's in a 1v1 against Dippy right now. And he does get the kill. It's going to be traded back over, but yeah, you're pretty happy.
IT, which is a pretty good. That's pretty good. And he's going to lose a little bit of CS.
It was just a little bit of an unfortunate kind of timing. Hold the thought.
And now 4 people are coming bot lane, but gets a kill. Ooh, they went a little too early. You had friends coming, guys. What are you freaking out for? Ooh, Orianna ulti comes through.
It was an interesting time to try to go under that tower because Ezreal did not have an angle to hit any sort of...
Yoda, just run. I don't know, this is the place you want to be. Yeah, I don't know, like, I don't know, like, they went way too ahead. I don't think I saw a Lantern go out to try and get somebody close. Like, they were, you know, just a little too...
A little too antsy on the play.
Yeah, gives a kill over to minus. who's gonna be really happy to have a kill because
Yeah,
boy howdy, they've
that's a
been giving him a lot of love down there.
Let's look at our gold actually on this bot lane. Still Ezreal almost up a full 1,000 right now. And yeah, Ezreal post Sheen into his first couple items is kind of a nightmare to have to deal with. So is Misfortune, but...
And I mean, I do think I thought the MF was kind of a weird pick. Like, I like the pick personally. But I feel like having just an immobile AD carry is always something that you're just gonna have a hard time with.
Retro Genesis.
Ooh, no ulti on Retro here.
He's trying to run away, gets a nice flash over the fat part of the wall. Frozen Ace
Ooh,
now in a bit of danger here. Barty Arcane shifts over the wall, and that's just going to be a blue buff.
With the blue. Well, looks like this person knows how to play Lee Sin. And I mean, it kind of looks like said Jellyfish had a game plan, and they were coming into this one.
Mark Cutie is living in Frozen Ace's jungle. And this is so tilting as a jungler. They're absolutely living in there. You see the question mark pings coming out.
Alrighty. We've seen you come back from these games.
Already clearing out minions under the tower here. They should probably be able to get a... Ooh! Hold that thought on the tail end
just
of
on
the
the
shot.
tail.
Mark
Doesn't get a
Cutie!
stun. Oh, walked into it. Mark Cutie predicting the step
Mighty
back.
flashes away. Oh man, that's brutal.
This is not the game 3 I was hoping for after games 1 and 2. Gotta be honest.
This is Sad Jellyfish is just swinging. They are swinging at everything. And it's gotten, it's probably almost gotten to the heads of Sasageyo at this point that they're just everywhere. Like you see, Mark Cutie was just sitting over by the chickens after a full ass fight. By the way, you just decided, I was like, oh, let's just go over to the chickens too.
This is where they're gonna go next.
Right. And what do we got on the map coming up here? Got a dragon in 56 seconds. And pretty much in every single lane, actually, let me just check to see if that is true. There are gold advantages in every single lane right now, including, jungle is getting hit pretty hard. This rel's been put pretty far down. Have to hope for a pretty big they have their wombo combo kind of set up for themselves in their team fight. They got to get a pretty good Misfortune ulti off should they wish to win a team fight at this next dragon, I would think. But I will say is Ezreal does have to set up his damage. They might have an instance where if they can take a fight right off the bat, it should probably favor them a little bit.
I'm wondering if they can also use the fact that Mark Cutie, because they've been roaming so much, that they're like, a level down on the Rakan.
Yeah,
maybe they can get something out of it.
6.
And I mean, I guess at the very least, Lee Sin, not exactly known for his late game abilities. Frozen Ace is here.
They drop the Rift Herald's hop. Oh, God, that hurts. Oh. Cassante sucks up all that solo gold. Yoda Cam getting chunked out pretty heftily. Mark Cutie going forward. We got the ulti coming out.
Why did Zach wait?
Ends up being a 1-for-1 and the dragon going over to blue. Oh, the kickback! But it's
TP's coming in though.
Yeah, TP is coming in. It does get canceled.
Oh, they canceled it. They canceled TP.
Wow, Lee Sin finds his mark, and I have to say, Lee Sin's looking pretty damn good.
Damn.
Man, dude, When I saw that Lee Sin
Sasageyo
go in,
just falling apart. Not where you want the shutdown to go, but you know, better than nothing.
it was planned. It was planned.
Tied easily. Holy moly. I don't know if I missed something, but like, as soon as Yoda went in with the ultimate, I'm surprised that he didn't. That Minus took so long to ulti. I don't know if there's a cooldown thing. I don't know
Yeah.
if they were just hoping for a better position, but I just.
Yeah, probably trying to reposition to get the fattest part of it.
Not gonna let him back.
Yeah, trying to stop Ezreal from going back here.
Also, with all this ganking that Lee Sin's been doing, he's also still up in CS.
Yeah, he's just all over the place, including the enemy jungle. He's picking up everything. Retro Genesis. Ooh, does get the flash forward from the Lee Sin Q. Drags him under tower. Lee Sin is now in a 1v1 against Retro Genesis on the very tail end of his ulti. Is he going to be able to survive long enough? The Unstoppable comes through. Retro Genesis does pick up the kill. Dippy is shredding through him. Syndra now up here, but
here.
it's just going to be to protect this tower.
Collect the wave.
Oh, Mark Cutie with a really solid heads up ulti here. Is it going to be enough to actually protect Barty?
Barty's still going to go down.
Mana. Mark Cutie throws out the
Aftershock
flay.
Aftershock gets the kill, unfortunately.
Oh! Nice. Well played. Yodacam does get the kill here.
MF hopefully can at least just get the wave. Ooh, Taitzi win for it.
Yeah, Taiti does dump as much damage as possible just to get this Cassante away from the tower. They do get first tower blood, which is pretty important to actually note here.
Which is actually pretty huge for, you know.
Yeah.
And you know what? Even for being down 4 kills, they're still only down, what, 4K? 2K, rather? Barely, and not even.
Yeah, they're playing well around the map. And that's also to note, that was, like, almost all the plates going down top lane to little desync. See if it matters a whole lot here. Retro
Huge
Genesis.
shield for Retro. He's still going in. He's gonna throw him under tower. He's like, all right,
Lee Sin.
we'll do it. I got friends, bitch.
Lee Sin
Holy
dead,
shit. Yeah. Retro played that really well. That was, like, I don't know if Retro plays this game, but just from the plays that I see him do, in my head, good cleanse, I just imagine he's just stoic the entire time. Like, he just has, like, a straight face. He's like, yep, Lee Sin's gonna go in on me here, and I'm just gonna trust my team to do what needs to be done to keep me alive.
I think Mark Cutie has a feeling that somebody's in this bush. Yep.
It's Yoda Cam, probably.
Frozen Ace hops right in. A nice zoning
Yoda
ulti
with
from the
ulti.
Ezreal. Yoda
Woo!
gets dragged back in. Now Dippy is part of the fight. Oh, man. That was a really, really well-placed ulti from the Ezreal there, just to deter them a little bit from approaching and giving support. Rift Herald looking like it's going to go down to blue here for seconds. And we got yet another dragon. All the objectives thus far have gone over to blue, but not an insurmountable gold lead.
And they didn't even get first tower. Ooh. I was saying, I do kind of realize that part of the problem too is that. Ooh, Yoda looking for it.
Mark Cutie getting caught out before this dragon gets chunked out. That is Tai T's ulti down just for the support here. Could be. They can keep Cassante away from this dragon. It just might be, but
pull it out. Pull it out. Pull it out. Okay,
Cassante's
there we go.
gonna have to find something to teleport to. Yep, there's the ward. Lee Sin hops into the back of the pit. And they're going to start this dragon up for themselves. They're starting to walk away. Rift
Yeah, they got Herald
Herald
in the mid.
Ah, that's dragon stacking. Oh man.
Ocean, cloud, and mountain.
Yep.
That's rough, buddy.
And having the fact that it is Earth Drake in this game in particular is pretty important. Hold the thought.
Ooh,
nice Lee Sin kick just to avoid getting charmed here from Rakan. Retro Genesis TP's in, but they're so slow. My goodness. Yeah, the fact that it is Earth Drake Soul in this game is pretty important, and the fact that both of these teams are very focused around trying to burst a target down. So having that additional stat line and shield is pretty massive for either one of these teams. Lee Sin looking for Tai T, does not execute the
good
dragon.
Flash.
Yeah, and good patience, I think, too, from Lee Sin. He knew he was probably going to try to attempt to go for a flash, and he just decides to hold on to the ulti. Oh, no, his ulti was down. Oh, okay.
Oh. He's just trying to catch up, I guess, and beat him up.
He was just going for it. Here I am praising.
This is... I mean, maybe they also thought their ultimate was up. You never know.
True.
And Ezreal being you got Barty being a whole item up on the MF, but looking pretty even. Nope, Dippy's a whole item up on the Retro.
Yeah, closest is definitely in the mid lane here, and that's thanks to Tai T's first strike gold for sure.
I mean, to be fair, that sounds like the name of the whole series, right? Mid lane is very evenly matched.
We are evenly matched.
Ooh.
Ooh, nice pullback from Dippy. And is it going to be good, though? We got Lee Sin, who got dragged out into the turret. He's going to have to be in a weird position now in a 1v1 versus Retro. And Daddy Andy on the backside of it.
Bottom of the map.
Getting it.
Kill goes over to Tai T.
Yeah, and they don't get anything out of this.
Oop, Marcutie's looking.
Yeah, Marcutie is looking, but it is Yoda Cam who ends up getting grabbed. He's going to be able to hop right away. Marcutie yet again with these hooks.
That wall is the most fun wall in the game if you're on blue side. Trying to go into tower and you're playing a Thresh. Ooh, Frozen. Wow. This Lee Sin going right in. Not even carrying that he's a half HP to the full HP of Frozen here.
What does he have? Yeah, he's Gore Drinker. He knew it was coming back up soon. He could deal a little bit of damage back into...
IT getting a lot of gold right now.
Yeah, which is good. That's actually pretty important. Waiting
Satisfying
for
thud
Retro
sounds.
Genesis.
Yeah, we'll see if the Mordekaiser comes online.
Alright. And now we get a little bit of a lull. A little bit of reprieve until this next dragon.
So only down 1k, 3 kills. They're down 3 Drakes, but
yeah,
you know, it's how fast can you stem the bleeding, catch up in gold, and then try and fight this next Drake.
They're pinging out Tai T taking this ward here. Oh. Lee Sin disconnects as he's taking the blue.
Apparently had like a 500 ping.
Oh, that's brutal.
Yeah. So I guess they're probably just letting him reset the client and come back in.
Restart the router at that point. We're not risking it. This is a pretty crucial part of the game. Red really, Sasageyo needs to be able to stop Sad Jellyfish from taking this soul. This is a quick soul too. So, oh man, If a fight erupts here and blue gets Soul on top of a massive team fight win, I feel like it's almost over. Because then that bleeds off into Baron. However, if red is able to take a decent team fight and blue is able to get like the Soul, or if they get the next dragon here, they're in a pretty good position to kind of scale into the later parts of this game. It really does come down to the Soul because Elder being so early on in the game has just so much value.
Also, just a note, MF did get their Infinity Edge and Rel got their Thornmail, so like those are some pretty good items to have at this moment.
Good little item spikes.
And I mean Rel's, and I mean to be fair, you're building only armor, right? Like
yeah. Not Chicago Bridge this time. We're going like Philly.
This is good on SWS to get the scuttle, get some vision or their own vision there. All right, TP's all up across the board.
Yep, TP's all up here. Dippy just constantly shoving this wave in over and over again.
Making it not
Dragon being started by red.
Up.
Yeah.
No way.
A lot of added pressure here. Dippy is backing off. He's probably going to TP in, guaranteed just to try to secure this. They have a couple of wards on the backside. Really good flank
there
TP.
It is. Dippy's going in.
Matched by Retro Genesis. And it comes down to this.
Get the Lee Sin. If Mordekaiser can hit... Ooh, huge!
Massive ulti from Frozen. Marcuti is already gone. Dippy's in the backline. Free firing on MF.
Ooh, Ezreal.
Dragon Soul does go down to blue, and this fight is looking bloody. Retro Genesis trying his best to kill Lee Sin here. The Orianna ulti comes through in the end, and this is looking like a Baron. Oh, man.
Ladies and gentlemen, I think we're going to a grand finals.
It could be, this could be a reset. The one kind of hope that you have as red here is because this Elder is really early on, as long as they don't lose, you know, one inhibitor is pretty big, but 2 inhibitors you just can't do. You have to be able to protect at least 2 inhibitors. Bloodbath. Yeah, this is brutal.
I mean, we've seen them come back from like some pretty crazy games, but
it was that Cassante getting in the backline though. Did you see that damage he just pulverized into that Misfortune?
And I mean, MF was like fully ulting too.
Oh, Tai T is gonna be safe here. He doesn't want to take the retro ulti if it is back, but it is not. Arcuti says, I take this. I like to smite the little wraiths.
Here comes the Ezreal ulti. Orianna pushing bot. So, the 4v4. Tai T's gotta get out of there.
Yeah, they still have this this primary tower on bot. I think if you're on the side of blue, yes, cleaning up these outer towers is nice, but being able to push, I think, top and mid simultaneously and trying to get both of these is priority.
No, I agree. Especially with yeah, the other coming up. You want to force them to the top side of the map if you can.
All right. Lee Sin.
Ooh.
Oh my god, forget about
Dip
that.
finds
Tai
T on the back.
Getting melted. He's going to have
Here
to
comes the
flash
Ezreal ulti.
away.
Only hits Frozen. Yoda's here. He's gonna
Yeah.
ulti, but that's going to be it.
He uses the quick.
The quickness.
Arcuti. Oh. I thought
He was fishing
landing.
for it. Here's Barty.
Lee Sin does not have any
Ooh,
energy
huge
here.
hook on
Goes
the Tai
right
Chi.
in.
But they
No
can't
flash
finish it.
available on
Ooh,
Tai
Frozen with
Chi.
a good ulti. Another hook lands. Ooh.
Yeah, Frozen doing his best just to put himself in front of all of this damage. They're gonna have to sack this this tower because they have to defend this inhibitor. And should they defend this inhibitor, like they are down a lot of gold, but they're better off. How close are we on the Baron? It's up. Okay. Baron is now.
Ooh, good flay from Marcutie. Stops the knockup. Could have been that might have been his death if he's not able to get that flay
Jeez.
off. We got a TP going topside.
Tai
T.
Oh, Lee Sin connects with the Q. Tai T barely does not connect and is actually. Is he gonna die to the minion damage?
No way.
Oh my god, Lee Sin didn't execute. He's still on the chase
Ooh,
and does
Daddy, and he
actually
gets
end up
the kill.
getting it.
And now Dippy just under tower, just gonna absolutely destroy Minus.
And
Tai T does end up going down on the top side.
yeah, it is looking like this has to be a reset. They're trying not to even let it get to Elder.
They're going. It feels like they're going out with a limp. Holy moly! And I mean, Mountain Soul on Cassante.
Yep. It just
There
feels
goes-
bad.
You know,
Look at how
trying
much
to
he's
do what he
able to
can.
tank. All right, ladies and gentlemen, a 28-minute game. Pretty decisive too. That was the biggest lead we've seen in any of these games thus far. See y'all next week. Oh, so it's not tonight that we're getting it, huh? Okay. Okay. One more series then. Yeah, I guess this is, I saw from Yoda saying we'll see you next week. Looks like we are going for a reset probably, not tonight, but next week. We reset mentals, reset, you know. All right. But, whew.
Insane.
Sad Jellyfish came to play. I'm not even gonna lie
Yes.
to you. And that Ezreal, like you said, it's a problem.
Yeah, and it's like I know Ezreal isn't like the type of champion that's like you try to ban or something like that, but it's like if Barty is that good on it and Minus is that good on it, if you're on blue side, you pick it first because apparently nobody has a good answer for it so far.
Yeah.
And if you're on red side, you just ban it. Unless you actually have an answer for it. Like that's kind of what it comes down to. If you keep seeing something that's doing consistently well, you ban it or you figure out what you do against it.
Yeah.
And if you can't figure out what to do against it, you gotta ban it. Like, I didn't see a Hecarim that game because it got banned all 3 games. So I don't know what Hecarim could have done that Ezreal couldn't. And in the third draft, I don't know that you ban the Maokai. Like, I get Maokai as a strong pick, but I feel like if you get rid of Orianna, there's a lot of champions Orianna works incredibly well with. And by banning her, it lowers their value. Maybe not by a lot, but if you ban a champion that's really good with these other really good picks, like it makes it harder, it gives you a little bit more breathing room.
Yeah.
And I don't know.
And it was just the manner in which Sad Jellyfish played, I think, too, because Lee Sin was all over the map playing buddy system with Thresh. Like, Rel didn't get to play the game. Rel managed to get back in the game by farming up and getting tanky, but, like, it was just too late at that point. They didn't have anything to work with because at that point, Barty was, like, 3-0 off the get-go. Like, off of a feels bad play, right? Like, it was a big bait. And they had just barely enough damage. It's one of those things that you run back like 100 times and maybe like 30 times it works out in your favor and then 70% of the time it doesn't. But yeah, it's one of those things that you just have to go back to the drawing board, look at what was working and what was not working for you. That Orianna, I think, was just such a large component of all their victories. In game 3, it didn't really get to do much, but it was still there for those shock, like it was...
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I mean, that's what makes Ori a good champion. Even if Orianna's down, one shockwave can absolutely turn a game. So, and then if the entire team is ahead and they're the only one that's just, steady or stable or whatever you want to say, just going bare, straight, then like they're still just gonna do good things. So
I also do think that they need to pick Retro's top laner in the first draft, the first phase of the draft. He looked really good on the Aatrox, and he was performing massively on it, right? They gave him the Kled, which got counterpicked, but the Aatrox, I will say, like performed really, really well. But it seems like the more they are kind of leaving his picks to the later end of the draft, the fewer kind of answers that they have for top lane. Dippy's a hard one to have to deal with. Dippy plays a lot of different things. And he's probably going to be able to find some sort of counter. I'm surprised they didn't put a little bit more priority on Tai T, who's been a pretty massive performer for them throughout the entire season. Especially when they're like on red side like that. But we will see for next week. They're going for next week because 6 games in one day can be quite a lot. But we will see you all next week. We'll be casting that over here, and hope you all enjoyed. Once more, if you're enjoying the content, make sure to sub. If you want to support us, check out that Patreon. We'll be having partner again soon, so we'll have emotes back in the channel. Stream later. Dark Souls 3 now. We'll do that Saturday. We'll be doing that Saturday. That's it for me tonight for streaming. I got a lot of work to do on the side. So I'll probably be doing that. But I appreciate you all watching. Hope you all have a lovely rest of your evening. Mr. Sherwin, is there anything you wish to say?
Holy crap. Watching these two teams go is incredibly
satisfying.
I don't know, just I would say every single games that all the games that they've played against each other have just been absolutely bangers, and it kind of makes me excited for next week. Just giving us more content. That's what this was. This is just
you guys are just giving. Yeah, you're looking out for the little guy. Thank you. I appreciate that.
But I'm interested to see how their I'm hoping their drafts kind of change next week. Because I just feel like we just feel like a salty run back every single time.
Yeah.
And I don't know. That's all I got. I got nothing.
All right, perfect. Thank you for watching, ladies and gentlemen. Hope you all have a lovely rest of your night. And as always, stay beautiful, my friends. Peace.